Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is, man. We back with another one of them things. We got ourselves a hell of a game tonight involving the Toronto Raptors and our good old boys down there at Buzz City. You know, Charlotte, I was about to go down. Lamelo Ball, versus a nice, talented crew out there in Toronto. Long away from the days what they had with Kawhi Leonard and the crew. This is a new bunch of characters, it's crazy. The Van Vliets of the world, some familiar faces. They still got Nick Nurse, I think, which is a tremendous coach, believe it or not. Listen, the pedigree is still there. Let's see if they could do this. Charlotte is in a tough situation right now. The season is a wash. We already know that, but it's still games to be played. Charlotte is still playing these games. There's things to learn. It's a young team. This is a back-to-back game, a playoff setting, somewhat like, a lot of teams, younger teams use these moments, to almost like a teaser to a playoff setting. Let's see what Charlotte does in this. Are they going for the kill for 2 games, or are they going to try to split it? But damn, one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. They cannot drop both of them. I think that's everything, that's just consistent all around the board. The Toronto Raptors are doing their thing this season. Not as bad as the Charlotte Hornets. But like I said, they found themselves outside of the playoff picture. I'm looking right now at the Toronto Raptors. They're struggling, to get into the playing scenario. This team right here, they got to get their act together. Let's see what happens. This is a deep, loaded Eastern Conference, and this is why a lot of these teams have found themselves in a serious conundrum. And like I said, I expect no different from tonight. Man, I got the Charlotte Hornets pulling out a gut check win, up here. They've been teetering for a while now. I think it's time to go for the kill. I got Charlotte big tonight. Listen, salute to everybody in the chat right now. I see my man Basil Carpenter Jr., all y'all that's in the building. We got my man All Access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reached its premium peak, and all of the celebrated content that will come forth from them. Also, big up, shout out to the chat, craziest chat in the YouTube landscape. I mean, when I say crazy, it can take on to an entity unto itself and steamroll, PD roll, and crush anything that comes up in here with that flim. And shout out to everybody pulling up the Flight Sports TV. Park your cars. Don't worry about nothing. You will not get cited. If you do, we pay all fines here at Flight Sports TV.
That's funny, Dax. We got ourselves a hell of an encounter tonight. What's your thoughts tonight? Early thoughts before we run things down. The Toronto Raptors are coming in at 17-23. They find themselves 11th in the Eastern Conference. You know what their intentions are. They're trying to get back in the mix. You know, what's your thoughts initially with the Toronto Raptors this season, if any?
Yeah, it's Toronto has been playing very underwhelming, and this game is going to feature two below 500 teams. And if we can get any kind of excitement out of this game, most likely it will be Lamelo Ball. I thought that Scotty Barnes will be able to avoid hitting that sophomore wall. But to some extent, Flight, it seems to appear that Scotty Barnes have hit that sophomore season wall. And we don't hear much of Scotty Barnes coming up out of the North. Matter of fact, we don't hear much of anything coming from out of the North Six God, you know. So these dinosaurs, they're going to have to get themselves on the right track because they're failing. They're failing awfully. Toronto has lost 5 straight. Charlotte has lost 6 of 8. So neither one of these teams are coming in as world beaters, but at the same time, Charlotte do have a bright spot in the NBA with LaMelo the France Ball. And I think LaMelo, he should get a triple-double, especially after coming off of that dismal showing in demo down in Indiana, facing his draft counterpart, Tyrese Halliburton. And they end up losing that game. LaMelo wasn't available for the, you know, and it cost him. So hopefully he get it together, everything that he needs for tonight game that we will see, and hopefully that he will showcase to his fullest extent. So I'm looking for a nice little get up from the LaMelo Ball, and I'm also looking for Scotty Barnes, the 6'8" wing out of Florida State, to turn it up a little bit, because these are 2 former Rookie of the Year, and let's see what the NBA have for us tonight.
Yeah, for the people that's rolling in right now, we got ourselves a $50 Cash App giveaway sponsored by Basil Carpenter Jr. He says we should do just points so somebody can, yeah, that is true, somebody can win. Yeah, we just doing points today, y'all. You know, just points, you know, on LaMelo Ball. So for the people that's rolling in, want to get themselves involved and win themselves $50, today is going to be even easier for you. Just points, you know, just points. You know, this is going to be the easiest Cash App giveaway, you know, you could possibly win. Somebody got to win this one. You know, I got LaMelo Ball going for 20 plus. I will have a number.
Put it in there. You better put it in there. I'm putting mine up there. I need that 50 ball.
Y'all about to say I was gonna put mines in there. I was gonna wait a second, wait till we get closer to showtime. But I got to figure out where in the 20s. But I know we going high. I think we're going upwards of 25 tonight. I'm trying to figure out where in that range.
And, you know, and let me say this also, Flight. When I put my number for the Cash App giveaway, when you see my name in my stat line, which is just points only, that is the official closing of the $50 Cash App giveaway sponsored by Basil Carpenter Jr. So when you see my insert, that would be Dexterous Crockett, or it might be All Access. I don't think so, but it should be Dexterous Crockett. That's the government. And anything after that will not be valid. So if you're going to participate, you better participate as early as possible, because this one is a little easier to attain because it's not a 3-level stat line. It's just a 1-level stat line. So you got a 50% chance of winning. And the first person who correctly put LaMelo point total, that person will win. There's no tie. That person will win. Now, if that person is not available when the Cash App giveaway is announced, then it will go to the next person with the correct total. No maybes, no close, no almost. Exactly. It has to be the exact total amount for Lamelo Ball point total for tonight. So Basil Carpenter Jr. is feeling very generous and he's making it easy for you. So go ahead and participate. Show some love.
Shout
Back
out
to you,
Basil.
Flight.
Shout out Basil. He said, I'm just going to send 100 to Dex Flight. If someone wins, give them 50. If they don't, just keep it. Let's hope somebody wins tonight. Shout out to Basil Carpenter Jr. with your generosity.
Well, don't send anything just yet. Just hold up. Don't send nothing just yet. Let's wait and see if there's a winner. So just hold on to everything. Cash App is still delayed, so just hold on just right now.
Shout out Chantal Lester. He says, I just came here to say that Charlotte's winning. Yeah, listen, I'm with you, Chantal. Charlotte been pulling out some gut check wins. Drop your stat lines right now. We're sponsoring the Cash App giveaway. So everybody right now participate. We just doing points too. We got easy for you. Just points. So it's gonna be something real for y'all, man. Everybody put down your numbers. But my man Dex brought up Scotty Barnes. I want to get up to the young rookie, Scotty Barnes. He's the reigning rookie of the year, correct?
Yes.
Yes. My man Scotty Barnes is doing his thing right now. Dex said he's hit a rookie wall. You know, his rookie season, he averaged 15 points.
Sophomore wall.
Yeah, pardon me, the sophomore wall. The rookie season, you know, he averaged 15 points per game. He shot 49% from the field, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. You know, that was major. You know, in my humble opinion, you know, for a young rookie that warrants him that, you know, but headed into his second season, you know, he averaged 14 points per game. You know, 44. He's shooting 44% from the field right now, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. So, you know, a little dip. You know, you said, what do you think is attributing to that?
Well, you know, people might be a little more familiar with him. He's not sneaking up on anybody. And then Toronto play is a little erratic, so that can have some effects on him. Now, I don't know what his health status is because I don't keep up with Toronto, nor do I follow Scotty Barnes. If there's anything that's ailing him, that also could slow down his speed to expand his numbers to the point where you can see that he's trending in the right direction and not being a stalemate.
We are moments away from the game, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, right now, put your stat lines down. The winner will receive $50. You know, so it's definitely a big money night for the people. Just points on Lamelo Ball. You know, it should be an electrifying evening. Thunder dropped 25 points for Melo. You know, you feel me? I got him definitely upwards of 25. I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna drop it right now. You know, I got it right here for you. I'm going slightly short of 30. I'm going 29 points for Lamelo Ball tonight. A 29-point niche missed triple dub. You know, but we just doing points. He said Basil says Barnes is not a scorer. You know, good point on that. And he's playing with a loaded bunch. Toronto got some pieces, Dex. You know, do you feel like it's getting a little crowded down there? I mean, what's your thoughts? You got a lot of people that need to eat.
Yeah, Toronto, they have a decent roster, but like I said, they're performing subpar, and that's not good for the Raptors because they represent a country. They don't just represent a state or city. They represent a whole country, and they need to be up in the higher rankings for the playoffs, at least within the 5-6 range, not 5 games below 500 and looking to be on the outside looking in.
Yeah, the good point on that, Dex. We moments away from the game. The game is starting in about 15 minutes approximately. Shout out Chuck Lee 27. Did you put your points down, Dex? What do you think is anywhere upwards of 25 or under 25? I don't think you put your numbers down yet. Make sure everybody drop your numbers down before tip off. We are moments away from Lamelo Ball live in the North. In the 6. This is gonna be a spectacular situation. 2 nights in Toronto, y'all, in Canada. Let's see what Scotty Barnes could do. We got, the reigning rookie of the year versus Lamelo Ball, the former rookie of the year. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. I got Lamelo Ball laying the smack down on him. Okay, so I see everybody in the building, man. Salute to all y'all that's rocking with us, man. The Charlotte Hornets, man, they got to just keep things afloat. That's all. They just got to stay afloat. Can the Hornets stay afloat out here? That's the question. That's the $1 million, $1 trillion question. What do you think? What do you think they're gonna do in the 6th, Dax, in these back-to-back games?
Yeah, I hope they got their passport ready and available because that's what's going to need to get in there. They're there, and I just hope it's worthwhile that they pull out their passport and come out with a dub instead of pulling out the passport and coming out with an L. It behooves the Charlotte Hornets to allow Lamelo to play how Lamelo play and don't try to obstruct anything that Lamelo put down tonight. I think Lamelo's going to put a nice little demo down. Toronto is a physical team. So they come in as a favorite, and we know Charlotte is very soft. I mean, they softer than Charmin tissue underneath the depths of the ocean. That's how soft they are. It just how the Toronto Raptors is going to present themselves tonight. Are they going to present themselves as a physicality, or are they going to present themselves as a finesse? If they present themselves as a finesse, then it could be lights out early for the Toronto Raptors, and LaMelo can cruise to an easy victory and up their win total 1 game for tonight.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. They got a lot of pieces down here. Don't they got Precious Achua? They got my man Pascal Siakam. They got a lot of people out here, man. Van Vliet. Rap guy says Raptors are a finesse team. We're gonna see that right now. They entering their building right now. I'm looking at some of the guys they got. They got some pieces, man. They got just a collection of guys. That's what I say about Toronto. No, they still don't have a number one option. Well, I ain't gonna say they don't have it. I think Pascal could be that at times. I think Van Vliet could be that at times, but they still don't have that Kawhi. They haven't replaced them. I think some superstar should look into them, like a Bradley Beal or somebody else, another young superstar need to think about Toronto because, they got all the pieces. They just need the guy. I don't know why nobody looked at Toronto. From the success that Kawhi Leonard had going there for 1 year and winning the chip, why no free agents looking at Toronto, as a destination, Dex? Why they getting lost in the shuffle? Shout out Philip.
I think because it's a complicated tax system coming from Canada and United States. I'm really not for certain. I know the money is different. The U.S. dollar is valued higher than I think the Canadian has a franc. So it could be a lot of things of that nature financially that players just don't want to get entangled with and audited. So I just think that's a thing also. Most likely Toronto just have to be a homegrown team, which they practically were. Kawhi was a transfer, but outside of Kawhi, most of their talent is homegrown. So they did a pretty good job into that aspect of building their team into a championship team, albeit it was a one-off, but still people do see Toronto Raptors as being competitive year in and year out.
Right. That's a playoff team every single year. Right now they're on the cusp. I think they, if they get a couple things right, they could be right in the mix. They're definitely one of the top teams, in the Eastern Conference. If they could get it right, they could be a scary team just off the pedigree, in my humble opinion. And if they get it together, they could be dangerous. Toronto, Phillips says Toronto is just different. Thunder says, like you said, the Raptors have no first option. Some days it's Van Vliet, sometimes it's Pascal. What do you think about those two players, Dex Van Vliet and Pascal Siakam? Both of those guys were on the championship team. You know, they represent that pedigree, you know, for this new foundation in Toronto. What about these two guys in particular?
Well, I believe Masai Ujiri was trying to build a Spurs team from the northern perspective, because he has a plethora of foreign-born players and who attach themselves to and have allegiance to their country. So Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet, both of those are transcenders of the G League, and it's remarkable that they are part of a team that their abilities and performance have been impactful for them to have hosted a championship trophy. And Fred VanVleet, to me, seemed more of a sturdy rock than Pascal, because Pascal was pretty fickle and he can get, you know, lost in the fray at times. So I'm going to basically hang my hat on Fred VanVleet, because he's the operator, he's the leader, and he has the ball in his hands majority of the time. So most of the decisions come from him, and by him making those decisions, it depends on how the wheel turns for the Toronto Raptors night in and night out. And I don't think Pascal Siakam have that much control or influence on the Toronto Raptors than Fred VanVleet.
Good point on that, Dex. Good point. You know, a lot of people drop your picks down right now. Listen, we got a $50 Cash App giveaway. We are moments away from tip off, ladies and gentlemen. Drop your stat line. Not even the stat. Listen, we're making it even easier for you tonight. Shout out Basil Carpenter Jr. He's just said points. Let's give points, y'all. Right now, drop your points down right now to figure out who's going to walk away with this money. You know, Lamelo Ball is playing live. Phillips says the Hornets will win. You know, CJ Gannon says 26 for Melo. I got Melo with 29 if anybody interested. Thunder says Pascal isn't no fourth option. Nah, definitely not a fourth option. That's crazy. Rap Guy says 22 for Melo. Okay, who going stupid tonight and say 35? I'm taking pictures. I got Gina. She's in it. Okay, 26. I got CWE for 27. I'm getting some last calls. You know, CJ Gannon, I got you. We're doing last calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple more minutes before tip ball. I just want to get everything situated.
And let me make this announcement. Now, my Cash App is restricted, so my PayPal is not. So if you win, you have a PayPal, it'd be easier for me. If you have a Cash App, then it's gonna be delayed until my Cash App is unrestricted. Unless flight forwarded to you, and I just give it to flight.
Right. You mean the Cash App?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We'll work it out.
I just want everybody to know, just in case.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I guess we'll sort that out with the winner out, or we'll sort that out after the game.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, drop.
You know, Negroes, they get to tripping. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let them know. They don't operate with financial decorum. Yeah. They be like, give me my bread. I don't care. Yeah, well, who said, you know how it goes.
About a day or two, or by the end of the week, says, "What about Zelle?" I see everybody got all these weird phones.
No Zelle.
Yeah, that's why I said at some point we'll try to get all of these things established with people with the Zelles and the things of that nature. So many forms of way people are moving things nowadays. It says, if I win, I'm donating it back to Flight Sports TV. Keep going. Shout out Philip Rospin. You know, we appreciate you. We are moments away from tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out my man Douglas Golden Child. Oh, okay. He the first one came in here talking 30+. Shout out Douglas Golden Child. He said 32 off the rip. He not playing. Dex, you put yours in yet?
No, not yet. I'm letting everybody get a head start on me.
Hold on. I'm getting pictures right now as we speak, so we don't get no misconfusion. Oh man, Phil, I was about to say Melo 44. The Phillips said Rozier 44. Watch some crazy stuff like that happen too. Don't sleep on Rozier. Melo gonna need some help, man. You know,
Guys got a few more minutes.
Few more minutes. We're moments away from tip off, y'all. The Charlotte Hornets 2 nights, you know, in the 6. See, oh man, Ernest, somebody talking crazy. There we go. Ernest talking crazy. He said a 40-piece wings. Oh man, no soda. He about to violate tonight. Okay, Ernest, 40 plus. That'll be sick if he do that. On this defense, I mean, you should have set the tone early. This is back to
Hit
back.
the like button. Y'all coming here dropping numbers. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
I'll get these matches up.
That's facts. Shout out all y'all that's in the chat. Gina says, well, since he messed up so bad on the last game, he may score 33. Buzz, that's Buzz City is Ernest. Okay. Buzz City in the house with the 40-piece. All right, I got y'all.
Buzz City, boy, you wildin'. Okay, we gonna see.
Buzz City get it. He get
wild. Pushing the limits.
He coming
Buzz City pushing the limits.
No, I done told y'all. He said I keep on hitting it. Yeah, shout out to man Phillip. You know, I see all y'all in the building, man. We got ourselves a hell of a game tonight, y'all. Definitely, man. Salute to all y'all in the family. Salute to everybody, man. Peace and love to y'all all, man. We got ourselves a great one, y'all, man. I'm excited for Lamelo Ball. You know, it's crazy. This is definitely one of the bright spots. Unfortunately, the season ain't where we want it to be, but anytime we could get to see the one-on-one display his talents, I mean, it don't get no better. It's not like he lacking out there. He going out there slack. He going out there dumping the clip. So I'm expecting something crazy tonight, man. How many threes? I mean, let's get crazy tonight. Melo, how many times we gonna have to yell out cash money, Dex? Where we going with this?
I say Melo hit about. I think Toronto's pretty decent as far as guarding the perimeter.
And shooting.
So he probably hit about between 3 or 4 threes. I don't think he's going to go mad crazy on the 3-point line.
Right. I look out for a wild card tonight for PJ Washington. PJ Washington been balling, like I said. He got a big time contract coming up. I mean, there's big deals on the table. It's time for PJ to step it up. So don't be surprised if we see. I'm predicting something nice for PJ tonight. He going up against Pascal and them. You know, this is a good way to prove, like, yo, listen, y'all better pay me my money, goddammit. I done went down there and banged with Precious. You know, I done went toe-to-toe with Pascal Siakam. Let's see if he could do that. PJ Washington could shoot that 3-ball, though. That's one thing I give him. Let's see if he could consistently hit it and then add other facets to his game like a Pascal Siakam. You know, but 2 different players. You know, but speaking of Pascal, he's pretty inconsistent. He should have, you know, he should be doing a lot more. You know, he was an all-star. You know, I mean, I don't know. He's not a number 1 option. That's just the problem. Maybe Dennis Smith Jr., never know. Dennis Smith, don't sleep on DSJ. DSJ coming back from a big-time injury. I believe Theo, I don't know what's going on, but I think some guys were sent down to the G League. You know, I don't know if it was Theo Magdalene. I looked up some stuff. You know, Charlotte's sending people left and right to Greensboro. It's like it's going out of style. Have you ever seen a team just send so many people to the developmental league at such an alarming rate? Deck, what team is doing this? I don't even think Orlando and them is doing it like this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Charlotte is in shambles.
There's a lot of
discombobulation going on with the executive aspect of Charlotte, and this media is just trying to micromanage something that it's beyond him right now. I mean, we're in a new wave, and his dispensation is over, and he needs to just go ahead and let it go, and let some fresh blood get up in there and move things around in Charlotte, and get a better pulse of what is going on with the team and the players.
Shout out everybody. Shout out Trent. Listen, we are minutes away from tip off, y'all. Everybody right now, drop your pardon me. So we usually do stat.
It's too late.
Oh, it's it's over. See,
7:30. It's over. Yeah. I done put my line down there. Anything behind me it's not valid.
Damn. But listen, man, we're gonna have ourselves a hell of a night tonight. And in any other words, man, drop your picks down. Who y'all got winning tonight? I got the Charlotte Hornets winning tonight, pulling out a gut check. They got a back-to-back, in the 6. I don't know what's gonna happen in that second game, though. But this first game, I think Melo sets the tone. Because you got a back-to-back. You got to let you got to show something to this defense. You got to put this defense on notice. Like, yo, you're gonna deal with me. I'm out here. I'm gonna be out here for a couple days. That's how Melo got to treat them. I want Melo to let him know he gonna be here in the 6 for a few nights. So y'all might need to go game plan for me. So I'm expecting Melo to put his feet up tonight, and do something massive. I got 29 big ones. Let's see what happens. Jadina says Hornets winning tonight, definitely. Dex, who winning tonight? Yeah, I see.
I like the Hornets. Yeah, okay. I like the Hornets. Because I don't know if the way the Hornets aura is right now, I don't see teams just getting up to try to demolish them and try to make a point. Because they're at the bottom of the barrel. So a lot of times their games have become trap games. They can sneak up on teams. Without Kelly Oubre and Gordon Hayward, I just think that teams just feel like Charlotte is done. They're playing for the sweepstakes, and they could take the night off, and that's when Charlotte clip them. So tonight could be one of those games where Charlotte clip you.
Yeah, I see Scary Terry and the crew warming up. They're rocking their CLT jerseys. They definitely, what's these, the city ones, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the hell version of these jerseys they got, but I'm just checking out, man. I see Kai Jones. I'm seeing we got some of the young guys coming back from Greensboro, but like I said, they're highlighting Pascal Siakam this season. He's having career highs in points and assists. He's averaging 25.7 points, 8 rebounds, 6.5 assists. So that's major for Mr. Pascal Siakam, the champion. We got to put respect on his name. He is a champion. Nick Nurse, he's a champion. So the Hornets announcers is loud and lit. Yeah, they got to get hyped. Shout out Curry and the crew, man. Pay homage. They do a decent job. Ernest time to bring Jello up, man. That's we might have to do a real meeting on that on the stream. We got to pay attention to Jello. We're gonna do something for Jello. Shout out G3, man. We here with him. We got listen, how could I forget this? Listen, we had breaking news today. Did you hear about McDaniels? His name was all in trade rumors. You heard about that, Dax?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Oh, McDaniels' name is brought up, and they having conversations with Phoenix involving Jay Crowder. So that was news that broke today. McDaniels.
I don't think Jalen McDaniels is enough for Jay Crowder.
Right. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Who knows? They got some other young assets here collecting dust. But I don't know if you unload for Crowder. Are you gonna get the other dude too, Bridges? They can use.
Oh, they're not getting rid of Bridges. Neither team getting rid of their Bridges, Mikal Bridges or Miles Bridges. See, not related.
See, he fits the timeline. You see where I was going? That's why I was saying we need to go get him. You right about that. Y'all let me know your thoughts on the situation today between McDaniels and Crowder. Do y'all think is a good move, a bad move? Could you see? I like Crowder coming here, believe it or not. I don't know if they got the assets to do it. I don't even know. Crowder they might just be ready to just get rid of him. At this point, Crowder got it.
Oh, they want to dump him. They want to dump him.
Okay, so if you're gonna get,
but now they got a new owner. I don't know. Maybe they try to work something out with him.
I'm trying to figure out why they did that with the Crowder. What did he do?
No, he don't want to play for that owner.
What did the owner do again?
Like that owner did so much stuff. I don't even want to go through it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So see, I didn't know what was really going on. I thought that he just had some internal issues with the team. I didn't know it was because of that. I wonder what's going on with Crowder. But yeah, they just need to let him go. I don't think Crowder gonna just sit the whole season. They got to do something with him. The NBA gonna get involved, make sure a deal is made. But McDaniel, I like Crowder coming to Charlotte for the pedigree. You know, I like his mentality. You know, is he a champion? Did he win a chip? Crowder never won a chip, did he? But he played in the finals. Was he on that?
He didn't win.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't win.
Yeah, but he went here.
He lost to Milwaukee.
Yeah. He went to the finals. That's all I know. Yeah, so he's had. We went to the finals. He had many deep playoff runs. I think Crowder is a good piece for Charlotte to acquire. You know, especially headed in the next season with who knows else will be there. You know, I like that. You know, Crowder, believe it or not, I think Crowder brings them closer to the playoffs, in my humble opinion. Don't you think?
Bring who closer to the playoffs?
Charlotte, not this season. I'm just saying if they would acquire Crowder headed in the next season,
he's not the missing link. No, most definitely he's not the missing link.
They're not going to be a step closer to the playoffs with Crowder.
Jay Crowder is on the same level as Montrezl Harrell, and Montrezl Harrell won Sixth Man of the Year. So he's kind of on that level. Maybe it's a little slight below that, but still, yeah, he's not the missing.
I think Crowder's a little more effective in today's game. He's a 3-and-D. He defends. He hits the three at a decent clip. I'm not saying Crowder is Ray Allen, you know, or the best player in the world, but I just think Phillips says
he's definitely not the missing link to get him into the playoffs. Charlotte is minus at least 3 pieces.
But they would be closer, wouldn't they? That would be a decent move. Where do you add Crowder? Add another piece.
Well, it depends on who you're taking away.
Yeah, you're right. If they
you take away PJ Washington,
hell no.
No.
Yeah, you got to have them. Yeah, you're right. They all got to play together. If they could get rid of just McDaniels, who McDaniels actually hit some threes for him, you know, reliable. But I mean, you gotta shake this roster up. You know, at this point, you can't sit around trying to keep people. People got to go, and you got to bring in reinforcements. You know, it's not the time to get picky. This roster ain't cutting it. So now when it's time to improve, we can't say, oh, shit, we want to hold on to him. I mean, you know, but I feel you with PJ. I think he's a foundational piece. He's going to cost them, you know, so it's interesting. I mean, is Phoenix going to pay PJ? You know, I don't know about that. You know, who knows? That's a good question. So they said we keeping PJ Washington. I hope so. It's going to cost. And I want to see Michael Jordan and the crew pay somebody for a change. You know, especially a guy in-house. I know that they paid Rozier, you know, but, you know, at the end of the day, what happened? Rozier was in that. There's no excuse for that because I know that he was moved, I think, in that what was it, the Kemba move, if I'm not mistaken? Was it a sign-in trade? I don't know exactly if it was or not, but I don't know. But it was they paid Scary Terry, so it is what it is. He's a foundational piece in Charlotte. Like it or love it. Any surprise spots tonight? Who you think is going to shock the world tonight? Who nobody's not thinking about right now that's going to have a good game? Philip says PJ, Miles, Pippen. I don't know who LOK is. Dex, who you think going to have a good game tonight outside of Lamelo for the Hornets? Who could be the guy?
I think PJ might have a good game.
Yeah, I said PJ. I got PJ as the wild card tonight, and I believe they highlighted PJ on the Hornets Instagram tonight for a player to watch out for. So that'll be a good look if PJ could get the job done. We moments away from tip-off too, y'all. Let's see what the Charlotte Hornets do. Everybody right now, put your picks down. We don't want to have no misconfusion later.
Why you keep saying picks down? It's over with. Like
No. We're putting picks. Like who you think gonna win? Yeah, not the lines. You say who put your pick down. Who you gonna win? You got the Raptors or the Hornets? Well, I don't want to see no misconfusion later.
I'm riding with the Hornets tonight.
Yeah, some Hornets fans pick the other team. They be like, "Nah, man, it's nothing for us." Just like, didn't they beat somebody? Who did they beat? And they play hella good defense. Who did they? Was it Milwaukee?
Yeah, that was the last team they beat.
Yeah. But I mean, if anybody would have looked at that game, you would have seen, oh no, chalk this up. You know,
Vegas made all the money in that one game for all the things they lost this year.
Right, you got Lamelo, Scary Terry, Jalen McDaniels, PJ Washington, Mason Plumlee starting for the Charlotte Hornets. Live in the 6 as the Charlotte Hornets take center stage. You got Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., OG, Scotty, Pascal Siakam. What's up with OG Anunoby, Dex? I like OG. OG
Just
is
an African, that's all.
OG, all right, man. He got some toughness, man. He was hurt.
He just an African.
Yeah.
The jury trying to put an all African team together.
Yeah. You jury the truth.
As soon as he find an African point guard, Fred VanVleet is out of there.
Man, somebody need to pay you, jury, and seriously, I wish the Knicks could have got him. $11.50 the first. Anybody can use you, jury. Ain't nothing to play with. We tipped off. You got Gary Trent missed a tip in, rebounded by Lamelo Ball. You got Scary Terry with the rock. Melo surveying the floor, guarded by Scotty Barnes. This is gonna be a good matchup. That's barbecue chicken. They just need to give it to Melo so he can operate on him. Oh, Mason Plumlee almost fumbled the bag, y'all. Jalen McDaniels mid-range air ball. That's a 24-second shot clock violation. Good defense by the Toronto Raptors. You got McDaniels laughing on the air ball on a missed shot, a 24-second violation on a young team struggling. You know, it is what it is. Scotty Barnes bricked the three, rebounded by Pascal Siakam, and he puts it back. 2-zip Raptors. 11 to go in the first. Shout out Trent McDaniels trying to devalue himself after trade rumors, possibly. LaMelo Ball. Yeah, I turned my eye for 1 second. What the hell happened? Did Melo just dunk? Y'all looked up and see Melo just Melo throwing up a sign.
Remember we talked about that, right? Going to the rack dunking and stop being so finesse.
Yeah, Melo looked like he went to the basket on that. Van Vliet, with a mid-range. Melo's definitely looking like he want to attack the basket. He attracting a double team immediately off the screen. You had Barnes and Pascal Siakam blitz him. No, it was OG Anunoby. OG is on Melo. Y'all see it right there. Oh, yeah, Melo just dunked on the first possession. He drove all the way to the paint and dunked it. There you go. I turned my eye for 1 second to see Melo coming down from the basket. That happened real quick. So Melo with a big-time bang early. And the Melo don't get enough credit for attacking. Scary Terry converts with a layup. The Toronto Raptors with the rock right now. They got caught with an offensive foul. The Toronto Raptors. Turnover. Charlotte with the basketball. OG with a bad mistake. The score is 4-4, 10-13 to go in the first. We got a good one. We got a great one, ladies and gentlemen. PJ Washington with LaMelo Ball out there with him. You got Mason Plumlee guarded by Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes playing the center. Mason Plumlee, good screen and roll. Big time dunk, 6'4". Charlotte, 9:55 to go in the first. OG Anunoby playing point guard. Scotty Barnes dumps it off to Trent Jr. Trent Jr. with a mid-range. He missed it. Rebounded by Barnes. Thrown on. You got Trent Jr. with a big three. Big three from Trent. The Raptors on the board. 6-7. Raps. 9:30 to go. LaMelo Ball screen with Mason. Throw it to McDaniels at the top of the key. McDaniels loses the basketball, but he was fouled. Or who was fouled? This guy, McDaniels, lost the ball, and then he fouled Trent Jr. after he stripped him. What an idiotic play. McDaniels, two bonehead plays. You had the air ball and the laughter after the air ball, and then he just got the ball stripped from him. So
maybe those trade rumors getting to him early.
Yeah, McDaniels got to wake up, and they got him starting tonight. Don't he usually come off the bench, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, he usually come off the bench.
Yeah, it was a method to the madness.
But there's no Gordon Hayward, there's no Kelly Oubre. So.
Right, yeah, you're right. So he should be heavily featured tonight. He might want to say these people don't want to get out of Charlotte. I think we went over that. Shit, they're gonna be out of Phoenix, Arizona. They're like, oh hell no. Nah. They're trying to stay up here in Charlotte. 6-8, 9:25 to go in the first. Pascal Siakam. You got Fred VanVleet operating in the mid-range. You got OG Anunoby with a big three. 11-6. Toronto. Charlotte got to wake up, man. They teetering. LaMelo Ball crossing half court, guarded by OG Anunoby. Dumps it off to Scary Terry. Scary Terry with a three over Pascal. Cash money. 9-11. Toronto. 8:55 to go in the first. Scotty Barnes with a three. In and out. Rebounded by Scary Terry. He's pushing it up. He's met by Van Vliet. Lamelo Ball with the rock. He gives it back to Scary Terry. Scary Terry gives it back to Melo. Melo for 3. Cash money. Cash money for Melo. 12-11. Charlotte ain't playing no games, y'all. Charlotte ain't playing no games, y'all. You got Trent Jr. out there. Screen and roll with Barnes. Gives it to Pascal for 3. And he hits that. Pascal with a big-time three-pointer, y'all. Big-time 3 for Pascal. 12-14. 8-15. Oh, let's go. Scary Terry with an alley-oop to McDaniels, but he didn't dunk it. He laid it up instead. Good finesse. Screen and roll with Trent and Barnes. Barnes kicks it to Pascal for a 3. Cash money for Pascal. So who gonna guard Pascal? God damn it! Those was some rainbows. You know, that this dude out there shooting out there. Pascal all swish. Like that's not hitting the rim at all. You got McDaniels out there operating in the mid range. He gives it to PJ Washington. PJ for 3. Cash money for PJ. Good. He just stepped right into that. Good play for PJ. Shout out PJ Washington. 17-17. We knotted up. 7:33 to go in the first. We got a ball game. Pascal Siakam pass at half court, and they got a timeout. Nick Nurse with a quick timeout. Nick Nurse. They're going back to back right now, Dex. You know, no team.
Nick Nurse got to settle his team down. Not let it get out of hand because.
Go ahead.
Yeah, not let it get out of hand because Charlotte is used to this frantic pace. Not the Raptors.
Right. Yeah, that was that. Listen, the Raptors got leverage. This is a good one. You're right about that. They just got to figure it out. You know, Charlotte is playing well. I like the intensity coming from LaMelo Ball early. Big time dunk, big time 3 for Melo. You know, that's massive. You know, this is how you play. You know, I told you they got a back-to-back up here in Toronto. LaMelo got the way LaMelo came out. Didn't I tell you I expect Melo to come out and let them know he gonna be out here for a couple of nights? The Melo started the game off like he had his feet just sitting up on the recliner, you know, with the soda on the side and the food on the way to him. That's how comfortable he was in the first possession. He just took it straight to the house. You know, that's what you got to do. Like, y'all got to let him know, listen, I'm out here. You understand? I know it's Toronto, but I'm LaMelo Ball. Y'all got to deal with me. It is what it is. There's no scouting report for me. I'm the one-on-one. That's the mentality that he got to come out there with, and he did. He did. I said that. Shout out Phillip. I did. I definitely said that. You know, so, I mean, we just got to tell it how it is. You know, that's all. You know, it's going to be a good game nonetheless. You know, we got ourselves a hell of an encounter tonight between – you know, LaMelo Ball, you know, and these guys up here in the 6. You know, the game is starting very frenetic like I expected. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Good game, man. A nice little playoff, you know, scenario too, you know, for the Charlotte Hornets. Even though they're not in the playoffs, you know, this is like a fake, you know, playoff scenario for them. And now hopefully they have some fun with the situation. You know, that's what I want Charlotte to do. You know, their team want to come up. They're going up against another young team with some veterans, you know, so they could definitely, you know, get themselves situated, and they're doing that, you know, so I'm excited for them. You know, we're on a commercial break right now. Like I said, for the people joining us, we knotted up 17-17. Melo came out, you know, he got 5 quick ones. Big time dunk to open the start of the game, and then he hit a big time 3, just violation mode. You know, he just balling. We got a tie game. The Hornets in their CLT jerseys, too. Pay homage. Shout out to Charlotte. I don't know if these – oh, J. Cole is in the house. We got some stars out here, y'all, in the 6. J. Cole is in Toronto, y'all. J. Cole is in attendance watching the 1-of-1. Now, what the hell you think he doing there? Do he got a Puma deal? Somebody check on the – is it with Puma? No, he got something.
He'll be up there trying to mess with Drake.
Yeah, you never know. I'm trying to – now, he got Puma – no, he got a – I don't think it's with Puma, though. Somebody double check if J. Cole got a deal with Puma, but he courtside at that game to watch Melo. You know, listen, I don't see Drake. His seat empty. OG Anunoby. Oh man, OG with a big 3. Big 3 by my man OG. I ain't know OG was netting like that. You got Scary Terry operating. PJ Washington. PJ is money. Cash money for PJ Washington, Dax. You call
PJ on the runway.
PJ want that bag. He got some people around him right now. OG, Pascal, all these dudes. You got to play. You know, you got to show. Yo, listen, I'm either on their level or not too far under. So pay me. Oh, good pass by Melo. Oh, good play by Melo. Melo went out there with a good pass, threw it to Mason Plumlee with a big dunk down the lane. 22-20. Charlotte. 6:30 to go in the first. Good play. Melo is out there facilitating it. Fred VanVleet, you know, good play. Laid the ball up. 22-22. 6:23 to go in the first. Good play. You got, Scary Terry shaking and baking on Barnes. Oh, good play on two people. Pay homage. This dude, Scary Terry went up over OG and Pascal, and they couldn't do nothing. Barnes out there operating on Plumlee, and he violates him with a turnaround to the basket. Lamelo Ball, you know, operating right now, crossing half court. He's drawing a double between Trent and Barnes. You got Plumlee just threw the ball out of bounds. You know, Charlotte getting the basketball back. I love what I just seen right there from Scary Terry. Good pass by Lamelo. Good God. That division. Listen, y'all better start teaching. Listen, passing is a major part of the game. These I'm telling you, they bringing the pass back. I'm telling you. 24-24, Mason Plumlee with the ugly free throws, and he converts the first one. Shout out Plumlee. I mean, he got to work on that free throw, man. Here we go right now. DSJ, some reinforcements are coming in the game. I hope he didn't come in for Melo. Melo was cooking. I got to get a look at who he just came in for. Reinforcements is in the house for Charlotte, y'all. You got ourselves a 1-point game, 25-24. Plumlee right now, can he put him up 2 points? And he couldn't. So he goes 1-1. That's all you can ask for. Lamelo, I believe. Lamelo's out the game. You got DSJ in there. You know, no, Melo is in the game. Pardon me. He came in for McDaniels. Okay. I didn't see Melo. Melo is in the game. Good defense right there from Charlotte. Good defense. Scary Terry with a steal. What happened? What they called on Terry? Oh, they just called some BS. That's violation. What they just did. Good double right there. I like what they need to continue to play defense like that. So something that what's the name is telling them is rubbing off. You know, I think that's key. Something that dude is telling them is rubbing off on them. Pascal Siakam right now operating at the top of the key. Screen and roll. Pascal mid-range. He hits it. 25-26. Toronto. 5:18 to go in the first. Lamelo Ball crossing half court, met by Fred VanVleet. Scary Terry right now guarded by OG. Screen coming with Mason. Scary Terry surveying the floor in the mid-range. He gives it to PJ. PJ baseline. Oh, did he step out of bounds? I think PJ just stepped out of bounds. Thunder says they feed in Plumlee. Just pass. Terry be tripping, Trent. Terry got to wake his ass up. Too many mistakes. You know, stop making these mistakes, y'all. Charlotte, they could have easily been up 5 or 6 points right now. You know, maybe more than that, 10, really. I'm being nice. Fred VanVleet, top of the key 3. He missed it. Rebounded by Lamelo Ball. He's pushing it up the paint. Pushing it. Oh my goodness. He out there shaking and baking on OG. OG need to stop this. Let's go, Melo. Good pass. Gives it to DSJ. What happened? Oh, they call Melo stepped out of bounds? What the hell what the ref calling? Oh, man. 25-26, y'all. 4:38 to go in the first. We got ourselves a ball game. Trent says, give Melo the damn ball and let him operate. That's facts.
Oh, we got a Cody Martin sighting.
You see Cody? Uh-oh.
Yeah, Lamelo's out.
Yeah, Melo just checked out. Can we expect anything from Cody Martin? I mean, you said that with some conviction. You said that like somebody just really checked in on us. Like we got some help for real off that bench. Let's see what Cody Martin could do. Terry move out the way. DSJ right now is being picked up by OG. DSJ, good aggression. Gives it to Mason, and Mason converts. 27-26, Charlotte. 4:09 to go in the first quarter. Pascal Siakam all the way to the paint. What just happened? He just did some ugly stuff. You got DSJ right now. He pushing it up the paint off a turnover. Gives it to Scary Terry at the 3. He dumps it off to JT Thor, and JT Thor bricks the 3. rebounded by Fred VanVleet. He's going 1-on-5. I don't know what just happened. There's a turnover right there for Toronto. 3:50 to go in the first. A lot of bad basketball going on right now, especially for Toronto. They got to wake up. DSJ just went up over everybody with that no-look pass. That was dirty. Shout out DSJ on that. He found himself a home up here in Charlotte, especially a guy who was getting bounced all over the place. It's just he's finally found him a location. Oh, Mark Williams. There we go. So you telling me everybody came back from Greensburg except for? Oh, damn, Dex. Everybody back from Greensburg.
Be like that sometimes.
Except for one of the guys.
Yeah.
It gets hard down there. Scary Terry right now gets DSJ. Cody Martin for 3. Man, he makes it. Cash money. Martin. Uh-oh.
Yeah. You want to see what he going to do? This is what he going to do.
He's going to hit that 3 ball. 30, 20. He's better than his brother, don't you think?
No.
Oh, you like his brother?
Yeah, I think his brother got a better game than him.
I don't know. Good. VanVleet all the way to the paint, and he missed it. Down Toronto out there rebounding. Oh, good pass. Oh, VanVleet with a good play. That was a championship play right there by Fred VanVleet. 30-28 to Hernan Gomez. Shout out Hernan Gomez. I ain't seen him in a minute. You got a screen between Mark Williams and DSJ. It's not the prettiest. They're running into each other. Oh, good pass by Martin. Oh, he was blocked at the rim. Pascal pushing up the paint to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet to the paint, and he was fouled. Block and foul. He going to the paint, going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that Hernandez Gomez. Isn't that the one that played with Boaz in that Netflix movie? His brother played with the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah. Who you talking about?
Hernandez Gomez. For the Toronto Raptors.
We got ourselves a commercial break, y'all. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got the Charlotte Hornets live in the 6. Says I hear you fly. Yeah. I'm here. I hear you. Yeah, we right here. Yeah, Dex here. We all right here. There's a commercial break right now. 30, 20, 28. So winding down the first quarter, y'all. The game is going pretty well. In my humble opinion. Going just like I expected it to be. Very close. So let's see how it winds itself down, man. The way it's looking, this thing gonna go. The fourth quarter should be a movie. Like Philip said, get the popcorn ready. Especially for the second half. Two young teams that make mistakes, so they're gonna, I don't think nobody gonna run away with this thing, too crazy, because one team will make a mistake. That's gonna open up the door for the next team. Let's hope Charlotte can capitalize on all the mistakes. Because a team like Toronto, trust me, they're going to capitalize on theirs. So it is what it is. How you see this game playing so far, Dex, while we're on commercial break?
Yeah, it has some tingling of entertainment. Going back and forth, the game is close, competitive. Like I say, both of these two teams came in playing under 500 basketball. So at least they're playing up to par.
Right. Thunder says Dennis Smith is silent. He is silent. When he wants to be. So there's a lot of transgressions with DSJ. He had a lot of things. Hornets don't never give up, man. Everybody count the Hornets out. They still be in games all the time. So scores 30-28. Let's see if they can get this job done. Fred VanVleet, free throw line. Conversion, 30-29. Let's see if they can go one more. 2:38 to go in the first. Siakam, Dallas needs him. Yeah, so Siakam would be. I'm telling you, sir. If a certain team get Pascal, yeah, there's all hell gonna break loose. You know, because he'll be in a different role. Dallas do need him. That's the star. He'll be a superstar up there with Luka. Pascal is on Scary Terry. Then OG picked him up. DSJ. Oh, DSJ shaking up the big man for Toronto. DSJ be acting like he Iverson. The way he be moving. He got some moves though. Like he could cross you over. He could take that first step. This guy got a lot of things with him. Toronto right now, they got the most foreign-born players, 8. With Dallas with 7. And the Pacers with 7. Jazz with 6. Thunder 6. And the Suns with 6. So the Raptors got the most foreign. They got a dude named Kaluka. I ain't never heard of him before. Yeah, everybody foreign up here. Hernan Gomez. They got, like I said, they got dudes I ain't never heard of, y'all. Toronto just made a shot, 32-30. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Scary Terry, turn around. He cashes it. Tie game, 32-32. 1:47 to go in the first. They just missed the ball. Toronto Raptors just missed a shot. Scary Terry just ran into a 3 and he missed it, but he got his own rebound, surprisingly. DSJ with the rock right now. Charlotte just missed a Toronto rebound. Charlotte with the basketball. Toronto with a big time turnover. Mark Williams converts it. Good job by Mark Williams. 34-32. 1 minute left in the first quarter. We winding down. 55-53. Screen coming with Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez can hit the 3 too. Watch out for him. Is that Barnes? They got Barnes played the whole. Barnes and Siakam played the whole quarter. Hernan Gomez hit a 3. That's crazy. I just said Hernan Gomez could hit the 3 ball, and he hit the 3. I done talked into existence. 34-35. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hernan Gomez almost came through with a steal. Toronto was balling. They starting to wake up a little bit. They were a little lax, to start off. But now they seem like they got their minds right, their heads on the swivel, and now they're ready to play. So let's see how this all shakes out. 34-35. Pascal Siakam right now, he backing down McDaniels. They look like they want to go for this last shot. 16 seconds on the game clock, but they got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Toronto missed it. And Charlotte got the ball, and they wound down the first quarter. What the hell? Yeah, that was a good one. 34-35. That you there?
Yes, sir. It was a lot of scoring in that first quarter. So 35-point quarter for Raptors, 34-point quarter for the Hornets. So that is a good marker for entertainment. And we want to see what it looks like going into the second quarter if they can keep up this pace. Mind you, as we said before, the Charlotte Hornets, this type of pace is right up their alley. And normally, the Toronto Raptors are a little more slower and methodical in their approach to each quarter and game. So we're going to see if Toronto can hold up and maintain, or will they wither away in the war of attrition will set in and Charlotte can squeak out a narrow victory. But right now, we're looking at LaMelo Ball. I think he's still at 5 points in the first quarter. And if he continues this, he will end up with 20 points for the game. So right now, LaMelo Ball is on track to have 20 points for the game. But then again, LaMelo can explode at any given moment and have 12 points in a quarter, 14 points in a quarter. So hold on to your hats and clutch your point total, because you just never know how this thing may end out.
Yeah,
Tonight,
guys, just give me like 1 minute. We're on commercial though. I'll be ready.
Tonight, the Charlotte Hornets come into this game looking pretty confident from the way they play, and their swagger is pretty good as well. I mean, they're playing with a lot of energy. They matched the Toronto Raptors in points, although they down by 1. So we're going to see if the Charlotte Hornets can win the second quarter going into halftime, and maybe they can have the halftime lead. I don't really see much adjustment need to be made, except LaMelo not getting subbed out. How's that? Cliffy don't seem too alarmed. He's pretty even keel. So the Charlotte Hornets hasn't done anything to upset him up to this point. So we'll see how that continues, if Cliffy continues to be proud of what the Charlotte Hornets is doing thus far. Because going up north playing the Toronto Raptors is a difficult thing. They're pretty decent at home, and they always take pride in playing at home to hold down their house. So when the Toronto Raptors is at the crib, you can expect for some physicality and expect for a difficult night, because they're trying to hold it down for a whole country, not just a region or area. So the second quarter is underway. Toronto scores coming out of the quarter break, and here comes LaMelo full speed. I noticed that they're pushing the ball ferociously, and I think that's more so by design than anything, because they're trying to get Toronto to break their rhythm of being a slow-paced, methodical, well-planned, strategically wise team. So it's a tie ball game. Somebody hit a 3. I missed it. Here comes LaMelo. Pull up. Doesn't get that one. Here comes Toronto trying to play fast as well. They pushing the ball aggressively. And now my league pass freeze. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yep, I'm froze up. What I do notice is that Toronto's trying to keep up the pace. So now I'm back, but I don't know how far behind I am. And the Charlotte Hornets continue to score. PJ from the runway. They take the lead, and I think Nick Nurse had enough of that. So he's going to call in the troops and reassess everything that's going out on the court and try to resuscitate them so they can be competitive again. So Charlotte, on the first break of the second quarter, Charlotte's up by 3, 40-37.
I got you out here. I got the game pulled up.
They had a commercial break right now.
Yeah. So I got a blank screen.
But Toronto is trying to keep up. I mean, I don't know. Could this be the quarter that Charlotte separate themselves from the Raptors?
It's possible.
So we'll see what Nick Nurse have plan coming out of the timeout as PJ prior to the break hit a 3-pointer. PJ from the runway.
Hold on a second.
And another thing is, Cliffy's not being much of a micromanager this game. I think he's just going to kind of let it lay out on the line because what he's been doing thus far has not worked to the satisfaction of the Charlotte Hornets fan base because the Charlotte Hornets have one of the worst records in the NBA. So hopefully Cliffy just allowed the players' talent to showcase themselves. So before we come in off a break, I wanted just to present this question to the chat. Who would be the league scorer in tonight's game?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's 40-39 right now, 9:56 to go. Lamelo Ball with the rock. He dumps it off. You got McDaniels right now operating. It's 9:43 to go in the second quarter. I'm not sure who we got. Trent Jr. right now with a screen with number 35 with the Raptors. Is that Achua? That's Precious Achua. They got him from Miami. Miami should have held on to him. I like Precious out there in Miami. He doing that on PJ. See, PJ got his hands full tonight. This is a good case for him to get some money. You know, he going up against a lot of quality wing players, a lot of good dudes at the four. You know, so he gotta see where he fares. 40-39, 9:24 to go in the second quarter. You got Pascal Siakam with the rock right now. Number 35, the big man for Toronto, scores 40-41. 9:11 to go in the second quarter. LaMelo Ball, big three, missed it. Rebounded by Pascal. No, that's not Pascal. You got number 22 right now. Trent Jr. right now operating the three-point line, guarded by McDaniels. Trent Jr. gives it to number 22, and he bricked it. Brick City. McDaniels with the rock right now, guarded by Toronto heavily. McDaniels on the floor right now. 40-41, 8:41 to go in the second quarter. This guy name is Flynn for the Toronto Raptors. You got McDaniels right now. He done fell all the way to the floor. Down. Don't hurt yourself before the trade. Lamelo just split the double and dumps it off to DSJ, and he missed it. That would have been a perfect conversion if he could have made that. Precious Achua operating right now. Oh, good. Oh, stripped it. Charlotte stripped him. McDaniels all the way to the paint. Oh, and he scores it. Good land. 42-41. 8:15 to go in the second quarter. For 42, like I said, 42-41, y'all. 8 minutes to go. Flynn passes the Achua for three. McDaniels closed out, and he was too late. Precious Achua makes him pay. PJ got to stay close to him. I'm telling you, this dude Precious Achua got talent. And that's a player that, you know, players like that Charlotte need to be looking into. Got young players with a lot of talent. Good pass. Charlotte moving the basketball. PJ for three. He missed it. Rare miss for three. PJ love that corner. That's a spot right there. Flynn right now screen with the big man. He gives it to Achua for another three, and he makes it. Achua, I'm telling you, this dude Achua is nice. He played in Pat Riley's system. The Charlotte Hornets got to call that timeout, man. They're making a lot of mistakes. Too many mistakes, man. They have to wake up, man. It's only right. Too many silly mistakes for them. Charlotte had this game in the bag. They blow this, they got nobody to blame but themselves. You know, you got to get at least one of these games. If you can't get two, get one. There's no way you could just walk away with, empty-handed out here. Just not a good look for your psyche. We all know season's a wash, but there's no moral victories out here. So Trent says PJ lazy on the recovery. Yeah, you got to definitely wake up on the recovery. Be honest too. That was a decent play though by PJ Washington. No, it wasn't horrible. PJ just got to step it up. That's all. You got work to do. We're on a commercial break, people. Salute to everybody that's in the building. PJ Washington got 9 points. Jalen McDaniels has 4. Mason Plumlee has 7. Terry Rozier has 9. Lamelo Ball has 8. So we got a good game. Toronto Raptors have got to wake up. We're on a commercial break, y'all. Appreciate everybody for tuning in with us, man. Waiting on second quarter, 7:25 to go in the second. Pascal Siakam with 14, Gary Trent with 5, Van Vliet with 5. Nice little game, man. Coloca with 4, Hernan Gomez with 5. It's a good game. We're patiently awaiting the break, though. So the game is back. We're back from commercial break. You got DSJ. They're showing some highlights of DSJ. That was a good pass that he gave to Mason Plumlee down there. Perfect play. Shout out Chuck Morris. Do the Hornets rarely fans? Rarely. It's 42-47, 7:21 to go in the first quarter. LaMelo Ball with the rock right now. He attracting the double team. Good play. This DSJ with an unbelievable play right there, man. Good look by him. They're playing good out there. The Charlotte Hornets right now on defense, y'all. They get the ball back. McDaniels, McDaniels is fouled. 44-47, 7:04 to go. There's 6:45 to go in the second quarter. You got Flynn out there for the Toronto Raptors. There's a real high-scoring game. No team really establishing much defense. So, with all of that, it is what it is. For 45-47. McDaniel shoots the free throw. He missed it. You got Flynn right now crossing half court. He gives it to Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa is operating. He gives it to, you got Trent Jr. right now operating in the mid-range. Very clunky basketball. And you got Trent Jr. was fouled. LaMelo Ball looks very confused at what just occurred. But it is what it is. Trent Jr. is headed to the line. 6:26 to go in the second quarter.
Lamelo Ball is doing pretty good with his fouls. I think he only got one foul, two at the most.
Yeah, I didn't check the fouls that he got. But I know that he's playing good. You know, there's a little early deficit, nothing too alarming. And the score is 45-49, 6:24 to go in the second quarter. Lamelo Ball going through good pass to PJ Washington. PJ, good play over Precious Achua. 47-49. Fred VanVleet operating with Scary Terry on a good shot by Trent Jr. In and out. Rebounded by Mason Plumlee. LaMelo Ball with the rock. Oh, he turnover by LaMelo. Precious comes up with the basketball. 47-49, 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Good play by Precious Achua. That was a big time dunk. LaMelo Ball with the rock right now. Good. He's operating. He's going all the way to the paint. Some people, they blocked it. LaMelo was blocked in the paint, y'all. Fred VanVleet all the way to the paint. Good play by Pat. That's not Pat. Was that Pascal? Yeah, Pascal Siakam. Good play. LaMelo Ball right now guarded by Fred VanVleet. He a little too small for Melo, man. Melo just need to do what he got to do. PJ Washington operating, and he converts. PJ converts in the paint. 49-53. 4:55 to go in the second quarter. Fred VanVleet dumps it inside. Oh, good defense. Charlotte came through, but they couldn't come through. But I like what Plumlee did. Plumlee, he attempted to block something. 4:39, LaMelo Ball. LaMelo, he missed it. LaMelo went all the way to the paint, tried to do a floater. There was a lot of traffic, man. I don't know if that was an easy conversion. You got to wake up out there, man. You got OG Anunoby, man. This don't make no sense. It's headed down to the second quarter. What you think about this game so far, Dax, in the second quarter headed into halftime?
Well, it's moving along. I haven't seen anything just really spectacular, nothing eye-popping, but it's moving along. It's got a good pace, so we're being entertained.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. We had a commercial break right now for the people that's joining in. We got ourselves a hell of a game right now between the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors live 2 nights in the 6, y'all. The score is 49-57. 4:28 to go in the second quarter. We got a commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We ain't missing nothing. LaMelo Ball, we headed back from commercial break. The score is 49-57. So Charlotte just got to wake up a little bit. They're in a decent shape, man. Like I said, these teams make a lot of mistakes. Toronto going to let this team back in the game. Don't worry about it. Melo got 8 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. PJ got 13. PJ been one of the most reliable hitting those corner threes. So we got to give credit to Mr. PJ Washington. I like what he's doing out there. Dennis Smith Jr. with 2 points, Cody Martin with 3, Mark Williams with 2. Great plays by the crew. Yeah, 4:28 to go, y'all. I
was hoping that Charlotte would separate themselves in the second quarter. And it seemed like the offense kind of got a little stagnated a little bit, and they relaxed. And Charlotte's not nowhere in the shape to relax at no given time during any game that they're in.
Good play by Mason. Mason hit a big time play. It's 51-57. Pascal with a 3. Brick City rebounded by Scary Terry. He's pushing it. You got Melo trailing him. PJ Washington cross court to Martin. Martin can't convert. Rebounded by Mason. Mason throws it to the 1-of-1. LaMelo Ball with a floater and one. That should have been a foul. Come on, ref. Let's go. Melo.
Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of fouls for some reason.
53-57. Sky said the Hornets are awful. Come on, Sky, stop, man. Let's not get. We got your Pelicans gonna get some of this. Don't worry about it. Pascal Siakam out there operating on Martin. Gives it to Precious Achua, 3 over Plumlee, and he converts 53 to 60. 3:16 to go in the second quarter. Lamelo is guarded by OG. OG is on this dude all night long. Lamelo calling for the screen with Mason. He get the switch on Pascal. He gives a cross court to PJ. Scary Terry. Oh my goodness. Scary Terry. Cash money. 56-60. 2:59 to go in the second quarter. It's a good game, y'all. Pascal Siakam. That's an and one. Number 25. That's Boucher. Okay, I gotta get some of these dudes' names. Yeah, Cash Money. That was a bullseye by Scary Terry. Yeah, now I'm looking at the play. Melo, I don't think he fouled him. They could have gave it to him, but I mean, now I'm looking at it. He had his hands up. Yeah, they replayed that play with LaMelo Ball. Yeah, stay positive, Scott. We're gonna be on. He said the Hornets are awful. No, you know why the Hornets in this situation, man. 56-63, 2:50 to go in the second quarter. LaMelo Ball crossing half court, met by, you already know, OG Anunoby. Scary Terry right now operating. Good play. Oh, 3. This guy couldn't convert. Scary Terry out there trying to hit some bombs, you know. 56-63, 2:25 to go in the first. And Van Vliet and Boucher converts. Martin right now operating 3-point line. Scary Terry never met it. Oh, cross court to LaMelo Ball. Wide open 3. Cash money. Cash money. LaMelo Ball, big time 3. 59-65. Hornets ain't going nowhere. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pascal Siakam throws it to Boucher. Pascal at the 3-point line met by Plumlee. He see barbecue chicken, and he's going to the line. He was fouled. These dudes, I don't know if it be known, they really be getting fouled. These dudes just be going to the rim and just collapsing. I mean, we got to figure out what's going on with some of this. These dudes just coming to the rim and just falling out. You know what I mean? You'd have thought they was at an opera. They're just fainting, yelling, looking for the whistle. Sky says, I don't think there's a trade the Hornets could make and they could be good. Well, I mean, you know, could they take a step forward to being good if they make a move? I mean, there's no one move I think there is, but I don't think they can make it happen. But to their ability, there's no one move that is going to be a game changer. That's going to change everything. You know, you got to make incremental improvements. If you could get a piece here, a piece there, you do. You know, baby steps. They don't got the assets like some of these other teams who can go out there and get a big fish right now. Pascal Siakam, he converts both free throws, 59-57, 1:55 to go in the second. LaMelo Ball crosses half court, met by OG. Terry Rozier dumps it to PJ Washington. PJ Washington is operating. LaMelo Ball, good screen and roll with Mason. Oh, good play. Mason Plumlee converts it. Did he just sprain his ankle? Oh, no, he didn't. I'm about to say, what happened? He was hopping kind of crazy. 61-67. LaMelo playing good defense. Oh man, why is Pascal Siakam wide open? I mean, good play. He missed it. LaMelo pushing it. He gives it to PJ Washington. Mason gives it to Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen and gives it to Scary Terry. And Scary Terry just blew a wide open layup, y'all. You can't make this. Oh, that's a charge. Come on. Oh, we out. The Hornets got numbers. Of course, they went for a 3-pointer when they had numbers. But Scary Terry converts. Good conversion by Terry Rozier. Terry got him right back, Trent. 64-67. Fred Van Vliet operating. Pascal Siakam guarded by Scary Terry. Pascal Siakam, he makes it off one leg. 64-69. 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. 64-69. Swing coming with PJ. It says Flight, you ever ate a king cake? Nah. I ain't never been to New Orleans. What the hell is a king cake? 18 points for my man Pascal Siakam tonight. 7 of 10, 2 of 4 from 3. So Pascal's definitely on the reliable side tonight. Lamelo Ball is operating with 33 seconds to go in this first half. Now Pascal taking the challenge on Melo. Oh, Melo don't like this. Melo's shaking him. Melo to the paint, and he couldn't convert, but he went to the paint. He missed the floater. So Melo just got to convert some of these floaters. I think that was the only one that I think he missed. Every other one was a serious traffic. Good 3. Oh my goodness, this dude OG Anunoby. They gotta defend this goddamn 3-point line, man. They're making a fool of themselves. LaMelo Ball crossing half court, met by OG. Screen coming with Mason. He dumps it off to Mason, dumps it off to PJ for 3. But the referee calls something on the floor. Melo and Plumlee are good together. Believe it or not, they have some decent chemistry off that screen and roll. Of course, the screen and roll would be better if it was a different person, but for the talent that Melo has at his disposal, he's making the best out of it. I think that's the best way we could slice up this situation. He's making the best out of the talent that's available to him. Period. 64-72, 4 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Charlotte, good play. Martin right there converts 66-72. Charlotte's fighting like hell. I almost got another steal. Good play. I like the way Charlotte ended this quarter because they sticking around. They could have got wiped out just now, so they just got to continue to stand pat, but this halftime, Dex, we at the half, LaMelo got 13 points. You had him going for 19. So it's looking like we might as well scratch your name off the.
That's what it's looking like.
What? It's not too much more. It's not too much more points. I got Melo for 29. So I'm in the race out here.
Yeah, I took the under.
Yeah, I knew that. I think maybe next game I could see Melo going for maybe a little lower. But like I told you, this is his first game out here. Even though it's 13 points, you still got to put the heat into him. And that's what I want the Charlotte Hornets led by LaMelo to do. They giving him a lot of different looks. I don't know if you noticing. It's not one. OG is spending most of the time on him, but they running Pascal at him. Everybody getting the opportunity. Van Vliet, Trent, everybody, Barnes. What you think about the different looks that they setting at LaMelo Ball defensively?
Yep.
What you think is the method to the madness? What they doing there? Because they're not.
That's just what Nick Nurse do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to try to take the ball out of the best player hand and let everybody else see if they can beat them. Because Toronto is looking for a victory. They lost 5 straight. They're looking for a victory, so they pulling all the tricks out the hat, and hopefully it works. They throwing it against the wall, hoping it sticks. So we'll see how it unfolds in the second half. And another thing, Flight, you mentioned that the Charlotte Hornets is giving up a lot of 3-pointers. They're the worst perimeter defensive team in the league. So that's going to happen. So you got to get used to it.
Yeah. You got to get used to it, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, man. 66-72. We got ourselves a hell of a game right now. Hell of a game. It's halftime, man. Don't make no sense. Let's scour around the league for a second. Let's see who's running and gunning right now. I see that the Detroit Pistons are getting sent to the woodshed right now by the Philadelphia 76ers. They got the foot all. They violating. Score is 56-84 Philly. You got a good game right now at TNT. Miami is up 10 over Oklahoma. The Cavaliers versus the Utah. Oh Lord, this is gonna be a good one. You got Donovan Mitchell back in Utah. I want to see that atmosphere. They come on at 9. I want to see when they introduce him. Why they don't have that game on TV? It's crazy. Let's see what they do. See, I feel for the people who don't have league pass, because the NBA didn't used to do this. They getting more and more blatant with what they doing. Because I remember when I didn't have league pass and I was relying on the national televised games. Look what they did to y'all. They put Oklahoma City on, versus the Miami Heat, and you got Donovan Mitchell returning to Utah. They could have put Hornets on the Hornets and the Raptors on over that game. I mean, that's a doozy. What they got coming on that night? They did a little better for y'all that night. The Phoenix and Golden State. And like I said, what's the name should be back too. I think Steph is back. Is Steph back, Dex? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think Clay get injured, so he might not be playing tonight.
Yeah, I think it's they brought somebody back, but we'll figure it out. I know that back you got Orlando is playing tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. That's gonna be a good one. So they got a lot of good games. It's crowded at the nightcap. Shout out, we're gonna definitely need we need that footage at the motor. We're gonna have the Zen Master. Oh shit, Paolo and the crew. Paolo and them boys gonna be out there in Orlando. So we got the Zen Master headed to the motor. So we're gonna get the atmosphere. See what it look like out there. The big bright lights. In downtown Portland. I heard it's an unbelievable city. You heard what Damian Lillard said. They acting like it's Oklahoma City, bruh. You heard what he said. That's what he said in the interview with that. What was his? I forgot his guy's name. Draymond. And then you got Dallas going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. So we at the half right now for our game right now, for the Charlotte Hornets. It is what it is. Philip says, question, are you watching the Hornets? Yes, I'm watching on League Pass. I got to have League Pass. You can't do this kind of stuff playing games, Before I was a streamer, I would do little things like that. But now I need my reliability, Quiz, what's the deal?
Hey, what's goody, Flight?
We're shaking with you.
We're shaking bacon. I'm up here chilling, man. Just saw you on here. I was checking out the halftime. About to check out some of this Hornets game and figured I'll pop in, man.
You see what's going to listen, Buzz City. You got MB1 in the 6, 2 nights. Something funny?
Nah. I already know what you.
Just the way I'm selling it. Hold on. You fucked it up.
I love it, man. I can't deny it, man. Like I already know it's coming. You know what I mean? Like we got to get the promo. We got to lay it out.
Yeah. So you just fucked everything up, man. I'm messing with you. That other man, Quiz, man. New York City is in the building. Where you from, Queens?
Yeah, you already know.
Already, okay. Hey, Quiz is the truth, man. But for real, what's your deal? What's your thoughts on this game? We got Zen headed to the motor, so we're gonna get some sights and sounds. What's your thoughts on this game right now? It's 66-72. Both teams going at it. I like the way the Hornets, closed that second half. Believe it or not. What's your thoughts on that initially?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Look, it's the Hornets. This is not a good team. It's a terrible team. However, you know what I mean. You do have your bright spots. You got your man Lamelo. You know what I mean, which of course you're excited about. And listen, I'm tough on dudes that I like, Flight. So Melo doesn't get any extra liberties that I wouldn't pass out to any other player. But LaMelo could play basketball. He's definitely got talent. I think that the talent around him is the question. And aside from that, I mean, they also have Terry Rozier. If Terry Rozier played consistently like he played the other night after when he was disgruntled and he went off for 39, if he can, be that Terry Rozier more nights than not, you know what I mean? The Hornets may be a better team. But truth be told, there's a couple of players on the Hornets that I'm questioning. Can I go in on a couple of players?
So I mean, please, you got the honors.
All right. One, I'm gonna tell you when we talk about the Hornets and when I watch them, I gotta be honest with you guys. All right. PJ Washington. I'm going to start there. I don't know how anybody feels about PJ Washington, but I know that the Hornets expected big things out of this dude, and I'm sorry, I'm not sold on PJ Washington at all. I'm just not. He's a lot of nights, man. He just don't do nothing. Am I lying, Flight, or maybe I'm not seeing something I should be seeing?
No. Shout out Belize. What's good? I think you should.
Shout outs, bro. I was
Shout out
going
to
to
the
chime
Fresh
in, but you
Prince.
can have Flight. You can speak on it first.
Nah, go ahead. I kind of got thrown. What did you just say, Quiz? To refresh
So
that
I was
last
saying
one.
that there's
I
a
was
couple
about
of
to say
players.
something, but I got thrown off.
All right, there's a couple of players on the Hornets that I have issue with, and the surprising thing is that Mason Plumlee isn't one of them. I've watched some disgusting basketball from the Hornets, and Mason Plumlee, he is who he is. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think that he's really the problem. I mean, Mason Plumlee might really legit probably be a backup center on most teams. All right, that's fine. I don't have super high expectations for Mason Plumlee, but he's serviceable. But my question is a couple of other dudes, and the first dude I'm gonna start with, like I said, was PJ Washington. Help me understand if I'm missing something. Does anybody here feel as though, like I'm just not feeling PJ? Is there something I'm missing?
I agree. I totally agree, Mark. Like, yo, no lie, bro. With me, I look at PJ like he was supposed to take that kind of leap that Miles Bridges did. And I just don't see it. I mean, Plumlee, like you make a great point because Plumlee, like, people like to come at him and say he's not the guy. But like you said, great point. He's a backup. He's a solid backup. So you put a starter on the Hornets and then you have him back up, you see a total different front court. PJ Washington, he plays that in my opinion, like a scoring wing kind of power forward, and he's not that. Like he's unreliable. He don't get the job done, and I feel like they expect too much from him and he's not delivering. So I totally agree. He should be someone they should be thinking about moving.
Facts. I mean, I think that dude PJ Washington is a bum. I'm just gonna say it flat out. I don't know any other way. I don't really want to sugarcoat it, but to be honest with you, if you want to see the Hornets do well, if you want to see Melo in a winning situation, get rid of PJ. All right. I have players on the team that I hear Hornets and people come on here talking about all of the time, but like Terry Rozier is Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is still a good player. I mean, if you're not going to move him, play him. I'm fine with him. I'm fine with him and Lamelo will eventually figure it out. My man Oubre, he's dealing with some health issues, but Oubre, I've always liked Oubre. But I'm trying to figure out what's the problem with them. And this is the first dude. This is actually the second dude, but this is one of the first dudes that stands out to me. He is a bum. He is trash. And please, if somebody can make a case for PJ Washington, please, I'm all ears. But until I
don't have a case for him. Kelly Oubre, to me, honestly, my thing with Kelly Oubre, I kind of like him on the team because
let's get on this real quick, Belize. He sounds like he has something to say.
Oh, God, yeah. My fault. I didn't hear him. Go ahead, Flight. My fault.
Y'all let Butler City, man. Only thing I get is to make a case for him. We just need it for the sheriff for right now. But if it comes down to it, I keep Mason Plumlee because, like you say, he's serviceable. If he leaves and goes somewhere else, he'll be a key part. But like you say, Washington, I'll keep him. But he's going to have to take a team pay cut. So he had to go somewhere else.
But what's the pay cut? To me, though, a pay cut, what would be the service of it? Because to me, he's not a starter neither. He's a to me.
You got to come off the bench. Now Bridges coming back.
And that's the thing. So him coming off the bench, how much you trying to pay him to come off your bench? And he's not even.
I have him at least a 7-8 man rotation.
I don't know. I really don't think it's even worth that. Like, in my opinion, I don't even think he's worth that. I don't even think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I would rather, how I was saying early in the season, Julius Randle. Julius Randle will be a perfect player to swap out PJ Washington with. But I know that, that's not a trade, but a realistic trade for the Knicks. But I'm just saying, a player like that caliber, who could really get his own bucket, PJ Washington can't do none of that.
Yeah, PJ Washington is trash. I'm sorry. I've seen enough. I'm done. I'm done with the project. You know what I mean? Get rid of him. Get the dumpster ready. Because when I see PJ Washington, all I smell is straight dumpster juice. All right, check it. Let me go to my next player on that squad who's trash. All right. And I don't know the reason why this dude be getting so many minutes. I'm sorry. Somebody on here sound like they paving the road or putting or they're making some toast or something like that. I'm not sure, but somebody got something going on in the background over there. But my next player that I have an issue with on the Hornets, and I mean, like, I'm just gonna be completely real with you. Help me understand, why is Cody Martin getting all of these damn minutes over there?
Oh, we gotta introduce a new guy. I don't know if you've been on the panel before. Suave the GOAT. What's good?
Yo, what's up, family? How y'all doing?
Have you ever been on the panel before?
Nah, man, it's my first time.
Yo, where you from?
I'm from Charlotte, man.
Shout out to the Queen City. I was just in Charlotte.
Charlotte in the house. What's up, baby?
Yeah,
Got some Charlotte. That's what's up, man. Welcome.
South Carolina in the house.
How long you been rapping with the channel?
Man, I want to say for about maybe 2 months now.
Yo, I appreciate you, Suave, man. I definitely seen you before. You know, shout out, man, make this your home, man. You're welcome to join us at any time, man. Join the show, man.
Yeah,
rocking with the best in the game. You got some of the best people, best basketball minds in the world on the panel right now as you speak. Don't sleep on nobody that's up here. So,
facts.
What's your thoughts, man, on what's going on? We want to hear you.
All right, man. So I do agree with y'all about the Miles Plumlee thing. And I do agree with y'all with the PJ Washington. I think what they thought when we drafted PJ, I thought, you know, like he's supposed to be another Miles Bridges or something. That wasn't the case. Man, Scary Terry, you know, like y'all said, like him and Lamelo, if they play, you know, a little bit more, you know, get that chemistry right, like y'all said, you know, they'll figure it out. I do feel like they need to give Bryce McGowan, as the rookie, they need to get him some playing time because I feel like he could be real special. Mark Williams, man, they need to start. They either need to start him or Nick Richards, you know, because we need somebody, you know, that's gonna protect that rim, rebound, you know, and with the pick and roll. I feel like with Plumlee, I feel like he can't play defense. That's the only thing with him, and he likes to play, you know, point guard when that's, you know, really LaMelo role. That's my take on that.
Well, I want to ask, cause you out in Charlotte, you know, what's like the feedback in your opinion from the Hornets organization? Like how they feel about the moves they made going into this season? Like, you know, what's the feedback out there? I'm just curious.
Man, they saying, man, Jordan need to be fired. Mitch Kupchak need to go. They saying we need to re-sign Miles Bridges. Like, yeah, that's really what we're getting. And, you know, they also saying we need to sell the team.
Man.
Oh, this is a 17.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I said it all summer.
And that's how we kind of feel on the last two things. But it's interesting. Like I said, I just wanted to hear it from, you know, somebody out there in Charlotte. Cause
I've been saying that.
Yeah,
I told y'all that all summer.
Yeah, we've been saying that.
They're trying to get rid of Jordan, get rid of that team, man. If LaMelo gone, they're gonna make Jordan sell that team.
Yep.
Yo, how the hell are we gonna do that?
Trust me, man.
Owners
LaMelo gone, man. They're gonna make Jordan sell that team.
If they lose, I agree. If they lose LaMelo, like it's like that right there is like that's legendary. Like LaMelo's a legend in the making, especially if he could stay healthy, keep his momentum where he's at. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, like, it's hard to not, like, he just broke the record for the youngest in
yo, Scott always mess like she had us do in the chat. God.
Like, you know what I mean? LaMelo is one of one. So I mean, like I said, if they drop the ball, I want to know what's your take on Jello?
So my take on that, man, they didn't even give them a chance, you feel me, for the brothers to play with each other. Like, I feel like I really feel like, you know, with the brothers playing together, man, that'd be lit as hell. You know?
My fault not cut you up, but the preseason just happened, right? And they had both of them on the team for 4 games, and they didn't play them not 1 minute together. Like, do you see like that's something crazy in itself?
Like that was supposed to happen. Like we were supposed to get a chance to see them play together. You feel me, with the chemistry. So you know when it's time to get in regular season, if you can play them together,
right?
I agree with all that, but y'all over here acting like Melo. Y'all acting like Jello is really NBA certified. I mean, I don't know.
They want to listen, Jello being done a disservice. You understand? I mean, like I said, you don't understand. You looking at just little shit that you see here. You got to get to the beginning to where we at today. And
Yeah,
then
that's
it'll
true.
make a lot more sense. You know,
Nah, I seen it from the beginning and the whole nine. I think Jello's doing himself a disservice. But hey, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. I wish the brother the best. To be honest with you.
I mean, because we
well,
all
like I
know.
said, listen, we got a Jello live coming this week. You know, that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I think somebody else came in here talking Jello.
Hold
You
on,
know,
let me be clear though. Also, I agree with everything, like everybody. I feel as though Jello
make
should
sure
have been
y'all pull
given a
up to the
chance.
Jello live with all this BS. Keep going.
No, I feel like Jello should have been given a chance to play next to his brother. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
why y'all playing games? Y'all suck. Just do it. You know what I mean? Y'all are not really that good of a team. And as far as like the ownership, owners don't fire themselves. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Nope.
But I think that the Hornets also not having Miles Bridges this season for his nonsense in the off season. You know what I mean? I think that's really hurting them. So the Hornets really haven't been able to put their whole team together. But my question is, especially to the brother in Charlotte, like, what's up with? Aren't y'all tired of seeing Cody Martin?
Tired ain't the damn word.
Cody Martin is trash.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
yes,
trash, but he's
very
trash.
trash.
the
He got
Clipper
defense though.
guy.
I can't say. I
I'm
can't act.
saying, but that dude is trash. I watched that dude play too many
Yeah,
games
he's
and he does
trash,
He's trash.
but
absolutely
he's
nothing.
Steve Clipper guy. He's the type of guy gonna take a pay cut to stay because Steve Clipper likes his defense.
Man, then Steve Clifford might be the problem because I'm gonna tell you something right now. That dude don't got no business playing 30 minutes. He likes his defense. I just watched the dude play 30 minutes with no defensive stats at all. What you talking about?
And then
No
let's not forget.
steals, no
Yeah.
blocks.
I wish we would have hired Darvin Ham for our coach, tell you the truth.
Yeah, and then let's not forget about Gordon
Sam
Hayward.
Cassell. I really wanted
gotta go,
Sam
too.
Cassell. I want a player's coach.
Gordon
You know what I mean?
Hayward Ben had to go. That's not even.
Yeah,
But you know that
like,
Gordon Hayward. They just have him. They thought they had something with Gordon Hayward, but Gordon Hayward can't stay. All of that good stuff. So we already see writing on the wall for him. But the future for the Hornets is them young players. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they gotta stop playing Cody Martin. I don't care if they suck anyway. What do they gotta lose? What defense are they playing with him out there? Let's stop lying to ourselves. And PJ Washington, those two dudes, get them off the court, make more minutes for the Mark Williams dude, make more minutes for
Jalen McDaniels got to go too.
you don't like Jalen McDaniels?
oh, they talking about
I like
trading him.
McDaniels. I like McDaniels. He's
It's
solid.
tough.
Oh, they talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
trading
trying
him.
to find out why you don't like. Hold on, let me hear my man talk about why you don't like Jalen McDaniels because he's not on my list of dudes to get rid of.
He's tough. Him and Kyle Jones.
Oh, I don't know about
Kai Jones. I like Kai Jones too. He's still
Yeah, I
young.
like Kai. Yeah.
Kai's still young.
Yeah, these are the young players. This is what I'm saying. Like, I can live losing
Yeah,
with a
I
bunch
like
of young
Book
dudes.
Night. These guys need more minutes.
Yeah, I
and
like
just some
Book
more
Night now.
time.
Book Night been
just need some
struggling, though.
confidence. He need
You
some
like Book
confidence,
Night?
man.
You like Book Night better than McDaniels though? McDaniels playing way better than Book Night.
He already on the trade block. I said something about him Sunday night that he was soft. Now he on the trade block.
Yeah, he on the trade. He on the trade back to the Suns.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
They
say.
talking
He's
about that today.
soft. Yeah,
Who? Wait,
he's
bring
soft,
that
man.
back. Bring that back. Who?
Yeah.
They were talking
Remember,
about what
I
today?
just said something about. I just said
McDaniels.
something
Yeah, he
about.
can. Go ahead, bro.
McDaniels soft.
Yeah. So McDaniels. So the only team that's really talking about trying to trade him is the Suns. He was talking about that today.
Mm-hmm. Remember, you said something about Jalen Crowder, New York. New York, you said something about Jalen Crowder the other night.
Yeah, Jay Crowder. Yep, I did.
Hey, guess what? You spoke that into existence because look what happened. We just talked about that Sunday. And you spoke that to existence.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. The Suns, they have championship aspirations. You might want to pay attention to the reason why they might want that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, yeah, he's definitely a solid player. But you see, like I was saying, like you know what I mean. If that Aiden was still in that package, that's who I also was saying, Crowder and Aiden. So that would have been nice, man.
Nah,
Yeah, but they got to get rid of something for that. I mean, you're not.
They could take your boy
PJ Washington.
They're not taking
Washington.
Gordon Hayward for that.
PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward, and you can goddamn shit.
Suns don't want no PJ Washington. Come on, what you think?
Somebody take him, damn it. They might.
They stupid.
Anybody can shoot the three to go to the Phoenix.
Nah, they're gonna need some.
Nah,
they're gonna need some type of big out there. So they gonna.
That's true. It's true.
So PJ Washington be serviceable because he can replace Crowder for shooting his three.
Listen, when you say serviceable next to PJ Washington, I immediately laugh.
But hold on. But let's be fair. Maybe it could be different if PJ Washington's in a different organization, in a different system.
Right.
It maybe could work because now he got players, at a higher caliber. Remember, Charlotte don't have nothing besides Lamelo that could, help with PJ. You know what I mean? In respects, they got Chris Paul over there, veteran. They got your Devin Booker. So PJ probably won't even have to do much and could get away with a lot. You know what I mean?
Just stretch the floor, shoot the three,
and get away with a lot.
That's it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all this though. What the talk is in the city though about rookie though, Bryce McGowan is who everybody talking about. Is saying he need playing time because everybody said Bryce McGowan could be something special. He just need playing time.
It's gonna come down between him and Terry.
Do you think they come in? They trying to get that first round pick?
Yeah, I didn't think that at first.
That they're giving out in Charlotte as well.
Yeah, they've been talking about trying to get what's the big tall dude name?
Wembanyama. Yeah, I forget his first name.
Yeah. They've been talking about him down here too.
Yeah, everybody want that dude. He ain't guaranteed, man. Tanking ain't what it used to be.
And then look, you see what happened with God. Not to say like that. God forbid, knock on wood. With Shaq at in OKC, he was supposed to be, another unicorn, and look what happened with him. You know what I mean? So we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say this: they saying that the Hornets will probably re-sign Miles Bridges. I have been hearing that too.
They're gonna definitely re-sign Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges' play wasn't the issue. The issue is his nonsense off the court.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Bridges was on fire when he was playing. I mean, I think that by any metrics. I like Miles Bridges.
And he led the team. He led the team in scoring. So with them losing their leading scorer for this season so far, it's showing that they don't. It's showing. And then remember, Lamelo was out a lot of games, so the chemistry, it's all over the place. And now players probably don't even want to play as hard.
Thank you for bringing it up, Police. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that a lot of people are super hard on the Hornets. Like the Hornets are without their second best player, arguably their first or second best player, depending on how you want to look at Miles Bridges. And that's also a young player, you know what I mean? And then Melo didn't even play. He still hasn't even played 20 games this NBA season yet. So let's be real. They played the whole season really without Melo. Melo went out twice and been out for long stretches at that. So, you know what I mean? Like the Hornets have some issues, but my thing is this. I'm just looking at the pieces that I can automatically see are basically non-factors. I hate to say it, but Cody Martin is trash. PJ Washington is dumpster juice. Get rid of those two dudes. I don't care if y'all losing, but I can't keep on watching y'all. I can't keep watching y'all with this garbage, with some of these garbage dudes you got out there. You might as well let McCowan play, like you said. You might as well let some of them young players play. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And even if you win a couple of games or two, cool. And the crazy thing about it is, Melo's great. There's a couple of things he could do a little bit better, but Melo is playing. He's a very solid player at this point in his career because he passes the ball very well. He definitely shown that he could score in the NBA. I think he could do better with his shot selection. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Instead of just shot chucking it, he shot chucks it sometimes that just make me scratch my head. I guess it's just the young player thing. People think that video game stuff is cool, but if he could just chill out with some of that stuff, if he could chill out with some of that stuff, and also he's a young player. He needs to learn at certain points in the game. They're not just going to give you calls. Sometimes you got to make them blow the whistle by taking the ball to the hole. But those are like three little areas that he could get a little bit better at. But the thing that he's really missing is having that dude next to him. Remember, since he's come back, Oubre been injured. He ain't even get a chance to play with Oubre when Oubre is like really probably their first, second best player this season. You know what I mean? This particular season.
I like him more than Rozier.
Facts. Facts. I will admit that. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Melo hasn't even gotten into his grown man body yet. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
See, that's the thing with me. Melo's still a young player. So I don't hold him like people trying to I don't see Melo as like being a particular savior or anything like that, but I see Melo as being a young player who still has a lot of growth to go in this league, but a dude who has a lot of talent. So now the whole thing is, what are we going to do? Keep him around these older dudes? Like, no, you'll have to move away from some of them older dudes, get rid of some of them trash dudes, and you might as well let them young players play. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not really big on Jello like some of you other people are, but I mean, like, why play games with Jello? They could have they have more than enough time. They could at least put him next to Melo anyway. My only issue with Jello is he's not a knockdown shooter like he's supposed to be. But I mean, like, they didn't even give them an opportunity to see if their brotherhood chemistry could connect, because that at least was something I think the fans would have wanted to see at least a little bit. You know what I mean? Then we could say, all right, this is trash. This ain't going to work. But at least they could have seen that. You know what I mean?
But my thing with that is too, they called it that they, last season when he played during this, in the off season, they was like, yo, we see them in practice. Even the coach called them Jello. Like, we see him striving, and you seen them split up, the Cody Martin and Caleb Martin. Because remember, they was brothers that was on the same team that played together. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
They could have got rid of Cody and just let Jello play a little
Take
bit.
his spot.
They
Yep.
got rid of Caleb. He went to Miami, and you know what I mean. And then so it was just weird because they said that they seen them play in practice and they play good. They said that. So why can't we see it on the court? Like that to me is the craziest thing ever. Like
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's Charlotte for you, man. Charlotte do shit like this when it comes to sports.
Well, another thing too, you in the South, and like you say, like we said on summertime, that old boy, that good boy media, that got a lot to do with it too now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you say, it's Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Good boy media, they still got that good boy tie still down here.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want LeVar Ball to be the first black to have 3 sons in the NBA like Archie Manning, like the Mannings. They don't want that. So that's why they railroading Jello, you know what I'm saying, and trying to sabotage Lonzo. Now they're waiting on Lamelo to get hurt a few more times. They're going to try to put an injury prone on him. Now all the ball boys are sabotaged. Now the daddy can't get back in front and be boisterous in front of the white folks and tell them, I told you so. So they try to make an example out of the situation down here in the South. Now he might can go somewhere in California, in the East Coast, or might down in Florida, but not down here in the South or Texas. Might do it in Dallas because Mark Cuban about that money, but not no Carolina.
he can't do it in Dallas because Luka's right there. No way. You know what I mean? So
Mark Cuban about that money, man.
But Mark Cuban not gonna put the Ball brothers with Luka. No way.
No, I'm just saying if Luka wasn't there, I'm pretty sure Mark Cuban would take a chance.
I hear you with the money talk. But
look,
I think the best option would probably be the Clippers, maybe the Knicks. What depending on how they do in Miami, you know what I mean? Those type teams, or they could just run it up and do it in Toronto. That would be dope.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be done in the South, man. I don't even think it's gonna be done in the Carolinas. It'll be something that that the North Carolina and South Carolina ain't never really approached to have. They see they are hell can't handle what they got going on now.
It's like it's a Charlotte curse, man. I don't know, man. It's been like this way for years.
I'm watching this trash dude Cody Martin play right now as we speak. I don't even understand the reason why they even put him on the court.
Man, I said if Lamelo leaves, man, I was like, man, nah, they ain't gotta worry about me being on this.
And you know what's crazy too? Like Jordan, he knew what he was doing because the 4th pick was the Chicago Bulls, and the Chicago Bulls was going to draft Lamelo. And man, that would have been crazy because his rookie year, he would have been there with Zach LaVine. Oh man, it would have been crazy.
Nah, that definitely would have been crazy. And DeMar DeRozan, yeah, that would have been crazy.
But they dropped. Charlotte knew they had to grab him. They knew it, but they want. Oh man, and to be honest, to be all the way honest, like no knock on Anthony Edwards, he's dope and all that. But Minnesota dropped the ball because if they had LaMelo with Cat, D'Angelo, they would have been solid, bro. They would have been solid, bro.
Yeah.
Now just imagine if LaMelo would have went to Golden State if he would have been the number 1 pick.
The number 2 pick. The number 2.
Yeah.
He would have been the number 2
if he would have went to Golden State probably went back to back because when Steph got hurt, LaMelo probably would have picked up some of that slack. Then Golden State is guard oriented, so that'd been right up LaMelo's alley.
Nah, it would have been because remember when Curry was playing at this time, but Clay was out, so it would have been LaMelo playing, until Clay got back, and then Clay would have. It would have been nice. It would have been nice as well. But I don't know, Charlotte. It could have been. It could have worked in Charlotte, but Charlotte, yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. This shit wasn't even supposed to happen for Charlotte.
Right.
And we don't even know how to handle it. You see, right. we got a blessing that came in our lap, and the media don't even know how to handle it.
Yep.
Don't even know how to use the blessing.
Don't know how to use the blessing.
Because if you look at it,
stuck on Lonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues, and back in the '89, Kelly Chapuka. Rick Chapman, we still stuck on them.
And that's it right there, man. And I think, like
But
you
listen,
said, is they don't want to give the blacks the power, man. Because back then too, like they didn't want to like let them boys be black and get crazy.
But listen, check it out. Let me push back a little bit. The young Hornets did make the play-in last year.
The last 2 years.
Actually make the play-in, right?
The last 2 years.
They made the play-in. They're not going to do it this year, but there's reasons for that. Some mainly pertaining to injury and the Miles Bridges situation. So they haven't even really a chance really to do much this year. So I'm not really sitting around like, getting on them. But I think that every year you come in, you got to at least, assess certain things and be ready to start moving and making changes and stuff like that. I only point out a couple of players on this squad that I think are definitely, the weakest links. I'm not as negative on Terry Rozier. I don't know what the answer is with Terry Rozier is, but I think that Terry Rozier could definitely play. He's proven that he could be a pro. My only issue with the Ball brothers is those couple of things I think that Melo can improve on, which I think he will as he plays. But Melo also has some maturity to do defensively because Melo is foul prone and he needs to be careful about these texts he's been getting. I see he's starting to develop a contentious relationship with them refs. He's going to need to be going to have to curb that a little bit so he's not, getting kicked out of games and stuff like that when his team needs him. But he's a young player, and this is the stuff that happens with young players. So I like where Melo's at right now with his personal progress. And for his brother, Jello has not made the most of his professional appearances. He has to be a knockdown shooter. And I'm sorry, but he's not. From what I've seen in my eyeballs, he's not a knockdown shooter. And if he wants to stay as a professional, if he wants to be a professional in this league, and I'm not saying that because I don't got love for the balls. I'm not, all the way riding out that conspiracy stuff, right? Pause. It's a shame I'm a grown person. I got to sit around and say pause for everything. Y'all ain't supposed to be thinking crazy. How about that? How about y'all personal thoughts? You know what I mean?
Big pause.
That was crazy though, bro. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. You know how
that was a pause, man.
That was a big pause moment.
You can't even say these kids' last name with a straight face. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jello needs to be a knockdown shooter, man. I'm not gonna hold him. I gotta hold him to the same accountability as anybody else. He gotta be a knockdown shooter, man. He hasn't shown he could do that yet. If he can make some strides as far as like being a dude that could legit count. I mean, we know what he did in high school. We see what he could do when he played overseas and stuff like that. We need to see him do that when he gets his opportunities as a pro. Being a professional is about taking advantage of your opportunities. We would all agree about that, right?
Yeah, facts.
Of course.
So when he hits the court, he got to be ready to do whether or not the ball's being passed to him by his brother or not. I seen Jello miss too many wide open shots, you know what I mean, for no reason. He got to work on that. And maybe it might be better for him. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but maybe it might be better for him for his journey not to be in Charlotte. How about you go to some other team where you might have an opportunity? Maybe go to some of these other young teams. I mean, he was in Detroit. I mean, he could have played in Detroit possibly. You know what I mean?
You sound like FYL.
That's gonna hurt. I can tell you this though, because when he said something about the answer with Terry, my only thing with Terry is he can score. That when you give him the ball, you feel like got to pull up everything.
I feel you on that one. My thing with Terry is this though, right?
He got to shoot his mentality.
My thing with Terry is that the team right now is not the team of last year where they had that three chemistry with him, Miles, and Lamelo.
Right.
Wow. With that being said, you know what I mean, and them not really having a direction of where they're going, that's why I feel like they need to trade Terry and go younger and put Terry in a position so he could win. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put him on a contending team and let him win, and y'all go younger and y'all deal with y'all thing. But
and build around
I don't
Lamelo.
feel like y'all
hold that money back.
Yeah, like don't hold Terry, don't hold him up. Like,
yeah, and I agree with that, Belize, because I can't just look at it from like LaMelo's perspective. Like Terry deserves an opportunity to play and get, you know what I mean, and do some stuff too. He's been kind of, you know what I mean, like kind of held, like his future is in limbo. He only gets so many years in this league, you know what I mean? And it's not like Terry Rozier can't play. So if the Lakers want him, or there's a bunch of teams I think that would want to
Portland,
take Terry Rozier and be more than happy to have him. for what he brings to the table. Because
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami got a bunch of players like him, but I think that he probably would be an upgrade from some of them dudes.
What about Duncan Robinson?
I would take a Duncan Robinson on Charlotte and give
He'd be
him
perfect for the Charlotte Hornets.
right.
That's what I'm
With
saying. He'll be
LaMelo,
right
yeah,
there.
that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Catch the
Yeah.
shit, 10 down,
But now
do
you
all
can
that
get
dribbling,
somebody that
taking
could play the
LaMelo
role.
shine.
He could play that role for you. Like, even if you go in there and you getting a big, like, yo, I just seen that they talking about John Collins is on the market for Atlanta.
Oh yeah, they're shopping him right now as we speak.
You know, like
He's talking
him
a lot
is
of money.
somebody I think Charlotte should be looking at and give
John
up that
Collins will
PJ
work out great
Washington.
there. He'd solve a lot of problems because he could do the stuff that some of them dudes on the team can't do. Plus, you're putting him next to Miles Bridges. Miles has some growing to do also, but I like some of the young players on Charlotte. I'm gonna be real. I think they might as well just roll with the youth movement and just cut out some of that bacon. You know what I'm saying? Like that PJ Washington. Let's stop playing with that project. Move him around. Get him somewhere. He's still a young player. Maybe you could do something better somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't understand what the infatuation was with Cody Martin. I mean, I just don't get it. I do like the Dennis Smith Jr. Over there.
I like that.
I forgot about Dennis
like
Smith.
that.
I forgot about
He's gonna
Dennis.
be trade bait.
But I feel like him too. You should trade him and put him on the team so he could win.
Yeah, he'll trade bait.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they could play with him. I mean, whether they trade him or not, that's on them. But I think that he could play. I like what I've seen from him. In Melo's absence. We definitely know he could play. So when dudes talk about book night, I'm like, hold on. Dennis Smith Jr. actually really has played good this year. You know what I mean? With the minutes that he's had. At least, you know what I mean? Like, I like dudes who take advantage of their opportunity.
Dennis Smith Jr. been around the block though. You know what I mean? He played for the Knicks and he had a good role on the Knicks. So you know what I mean? He knows the importance of the minutes and them opportunities. Book night is still his second year in. You know what I mean? He don't really probably get it as much yet. He getting new money.
He gotta get it. He getting
new money.
Stop,
He
Belize.
young.
He gotta get it. These guys, listen, Belize. He gotta get it. If he don't get it by now, man, he just ain't gonna get it.
I mean, real talk, because you know what I mean. Next season, that'll be going into his third season, so we'll be talking trade extension next season for him.
Book night done come from the G League. Like the thing about I like Book night. There's a lot of things I like about Book night, but here's the thing: when you make the NBA, and then you got to go down to the G League, and then come back, like you got to find your way to stay on the court. And 9 times out of 10, the thing that you could do is work on your defense.
Right.
Playing defense will keep you on the court. That's how Cody Martin was able to get that minutes by suckering him into thinking he's a defensive player like he did last year. He's straight.
That's one of the Borrego guys. See, there's still a lot of Borrego guys on that team that need to go.
Yup.
That part.
Basically, there's still a lot of Borrego guys that's on that team,
on
man.
that bench and on that G League bench too.
Right.
That's a fact.
That's pretty much Borrego's whole project before he got fired.
Yep. So they got a fully clean house.
Man.
And you know what I mean? And this season was, remember, and you gotta watch that too, because remember, they had their hopes up for their coach, you know what I mean? And then that coach didn't agree. So they got Cliffy at the end. Maybe Cliffy couldn't get the full staff he wanted until, maybe next season. So you know what I mean? Like, we don't really know what's fully going on over there. But I do believe they got to get rid of that Gordon Hayward contract, though.
They definitely do. And they got to pay attention because other teams are building better than them.
Exactly.
For example, the Orlando Magic are a team that's young like them, but the Magic is built so much better than them, period. Even if they beat the Magic are a better team than them. When you look at the Magic, got all of the pieces over there. They just need to figure out whose team is going to be, and then maybe just bring in some veteran leadership over there. They don't got no
San Antonio.
Bill vets.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and they've been talking about that too. They've been talking about the Gordon Hayward contract. It's like, yo, why the hell did we give him that shit? Like, this ain't the Utah Gordon Hayward.
Ain't doing but taking a damn vacation.
Yeah,
at the time, they were just trying to get somebody, and you know what I mean. Gordon Hayward was on the market, and Charlotte was thirsty, and they didn't see a Lamelo in their future. They didn't see Miles Bridges in their future, so they cashed out. They basically cashed out and saved Boston because they got the Terry Rozier. Well, they did the sign and trade for Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier with Kemba, yep.
Yeah, and then they got the Gordon Hayward in the offseason. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
Yeah, and when Kemba left, yeah, the city was hurt.
Of course.
Somebody
Yeah.
eating
Yeah.
popcorn up on here? Who eating popcorn on the panel?
Somebody watching the movie.
Somebody crumbling up popcorn or something.
Somebody up on here doing something crazy.
It sounded like they in a bag of chips or something. They're trying to get the last
Hell
shit.
yeah, boy. Them joints must be good. What you rocking with them Cheetos?
Cheetos. What is it? Frito Lay?
Nah,
Yeah.
they messing with them Takis. That's what that is. That's Takis.
Oh, they
Taki
got the
vibes.
purple bag, the Takis.
Not the Takis. The blue one or the red ones?
They probably got the red ones.
Yeah, cause they're not gonna tell us.
Yeah, they not.
Yo, but as we speak, though, the Hornets are actually playing competitive right now, man, which is a good thing against the
stat line
Hornets.
looking like somebody drop it.
In fact, hold on a second. I'm gonna go. I want to look at. Let me just show you what my man Melo's doing over here. Oh man, hold on. Yes, and I do have LaMelo Ball on my fantasy basketball squad. I got him and Lonzo. It's just a sad shame that basketball gods, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the basketball guys with the love that they show the Ball family, but LaMelo has 17 points. It's the fourth quarter right now. Fourth quarter just started. He's got 17, 3 threes, 3 rebounds, 10 assists. He's already got a double-double. I'm looking to see some defensive stats for Melo, man. I need to see a couple of steals, maybe a block out of him. He usually comes through in those areas. But this is a good game again for LaMelo. Even if the game ended right now, this would be a good game. It's 17-10, and I think that Melo will probably put up a couple more baskets. Plus, it's a competitive game,
and might get you some more assists. And that's what I'm trying to say as well. Like, you know what I mean? Melo been dropping 20 since he been back. He been giving us 10 plus assists every game.
Mostly, yes.
He been averaging a double-double.
He has some games where he doesn't get the 10 assists, but he still gets close. He's serviceable. Like this game, he had 8 assists at half. So in the second half, he's only had 2 assists. So keep passing the ball, Melo. Keep passing the ball. And his shooting in this game is not terrible. He's only 7 for 15. So
are they winning the game?
45%. No, they're down by 3, but at the same time, they're in it. You know what I mean? It's a game. It's a game. And they're playing against a team that they can beat because the Toronto Raptors, you know, they have their ups and downs. They have the same sort of issues that a lot of teams have. They have injury issues. They have personnel floating in and out and stuff like that due to those injuries. And, you know, and that's a team that is a good team, but it's a team that you can beat if you're a young team like the Hornets.
Right.
Jalen McDaniels got 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He's got a steal.
I would love Westbrook to come to the Lakers to play with LaMelo. That would be so crazy and good. Them two together, to me, I think will go crazy in the backcourt.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Like, even if it is for half a season,
That'll be another hard-headed Rozier.
I don't think so. I think to be honest, they will put, if my opinion, I will put LaMelo at that shooting guard and let Westbrook run the point. And I think they could get really crafty.
Yeah, Miles at the 3.
Well, I mean, the good thing for me with the Hornets is that the Hornets are, you know, even though people are, you know, look, people can be very reactionary. The Hornets have had a bad start to their season. It started in the offseason, knowing that Miles wasn't going to be playing. Melo coming in and spraining his ankle, then sprained his ankle again. The first game he tried to come back. So he
Well, it was the third game.
Yeah. So, after the third game when he came back, you know, he sprained his ankle, you know, the game he came back after being out he was out for forever. And he finally came back and was out again immediately. So, you know what I mean? Like, that hurt them. There's been a lot of circumstances. And for a young team like this, it's hard to bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But let's take a look at their future, though, because they have pieces over there that they can move. They have pieces out there that have at least a minimum value in the NBA that they can actually make some decisions to make some moves. They just have to be committed to doing that over there.
Yeah.
Once they get committed to do, I don't know. And people always talk about Gordon. I don't know how easy it is to move Gordon Hayward. I don't know who really wants to bring somebody on making that much money who ain't gonna play.
And unless the Lakers take that contract, I mean, yeah.
But why? But that's the thing.
That's
like when you say
nobody would take it.
So listen, police. You say unless the Lakers take that contract. Now let's take a look at the Lakers. Do the Lakers really need to be taking on a contract for a dude who ain't going to play over there? Like the Lakers, they gave away all their picks and everything.
Yeah. Right.
That's not really I don't see that being in the Lakers' interest. I'm not in the Lakers.
You're right. It's like my bad on that bad one. It's more so like a Utah, a team that's like low who got picks, like Oklahoma, but they wouldn't want to give up their future. So, yeah. Could they buy him out? Is that a thing that they could do? Or
I don't know. They do. They're players that they buy out. Like they bought out. What's my man over there on the Bulls? Gordon.
Jakeem Noah.
I was not thinking about him. He was bought out, but they bought out. What's my man's name? Dragic.
Yeah.
Goran Dragic. Yeah. He was a buyout, but I mean, they waited till his contract was pretty much up. And Gordon Hayward been in the league for a while. I want you to realize you're from New York, right, Belize? So you know about Allen Henderson, right?
Henderson?
My man, who used to be the shooter.
Allen Houston?
Houston. Yeah, Allen Houston. He was one of those.
Yeah, when they bought him out.
Yeah, and he was only paid forever.
He was getting paid until like up until so many years, so they made him the head coach of the G League team.
Right. I mean,
I remember.
He was stuck around the organization forever, and you knew that the dude wasn't playing, but he was making a lot of money just to sit around and basically, you know what I mean, watch.
Yeah, like just like the Lakers, they getting off the Luol Deng contract this season.
Right. So some of these dudes, we know some. Like I think that Gordon Hayward, he created so much value while he was valuable, man. He might be riding out some money. Somebody got to look into how much longer he has on his contract.
I think he has 2 years, or this might be his last year. I'm not sure.
If this is his last year, then he could probably get bought out.
Yeah, if it's last year, I think he can get bought out. But if he got another year next year, I don't think he can get bought out. Unless they willing to pay all that money.
Rap God Reloaded, you're right. They were good players, just like Gordon Hayward. He was a good player. But I mean, after a while, when you got to think about if you're a team like the Lakers and you're paying a dude just to spend more money and just to wait out opening up a roster spot, that's not like great management, especially when you're a team like the Lakers that need to figure out something to do to win now.
The only team that would do something like that, it would be like I said, like a Detroit or something, where they could probably use his mentorship or something. But I don't see any team doing that favor to Charlotte though.
Yeah. So Rap God Reloaded just stated that Gordon Hayward got 2 more years. So let's be real. He's making a lot of money for somebody. If you bring a dude making that much money, either you're playing them or you're not playing them. So you're right. You're right, Belize. You got to go to kind of a young team that's trying to do some different things. You know, to be honest with you, maybe a team like San Antonio might be interested in doing something like that.
Right.
Because I mean, they could bring him around, and then they're looking to restructure and get new players anyway. Because I mean, they're already at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Right. And then they will use Popovich will use him because he know he's a great player. He got a great basketball mind, and he could be around a nice organization. You know what I mean? But
close out his career over there.
Yeah. But I mean, unless they wait out the season and then maybe next season they just buy him out, you know, in the beginning of the season or something like that. But I don't know how that. I don't see Jordan doing none of that because you know Jordan don't like to pay players. So.
Yeah, I see that dude being around. I mean, I don't think that Gordon Hayward is the worst of your problems, even if he is around. I mean, he ain't gonna be there forever. Even if they keep him another season, like it's about it anyway. You know what I mean? Like he's on his way out the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not a long-term problem. He's a short-term problem. So, and I don't see there being any sense to put a bunch of pressure on Gordon Hayward because no matter what he does, he's not really a factor.
For a roster spot, right? Would you pick up Carmelo Anthony? to play
I
out.
don't see the reason why. Like to me, the Lakers should have picked him up. They got too many guards over there. They should have just picked him, brought him back. He already played with LeBron. The dude could shoot. They suck on shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
And
think Terry over there give me a couple of them big men they got.
the Hornets are a good team because the Hornets probably. I mean, when you look at what the Hornets need, they could definitely do some outside shooting.
But see, me, I look at it like, man, you bring Melo in, you get that for the locker room presence as well. Like, you get all of that, knowledge that he could bring to the players, and he could probably help a PJ Washington. Just being if he's still on, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I see Melo value at. I feel like the league is kind of overlooking that. Man, I would love Melo to just come back for the rest of the to end the season on the Knicks, just to, you know what I mean, do a playoff rush with them if possible.
The score is 99-107 for the people that's checking in. Keep going, believe.
Well, yeah, that's that would be my little dream right there. If the Knicks would be like, you know what, let's give Melo a farewell end of the season, if that's gonna be the case, because I mean, look like nobody else gonna take him, right? So this may be him just gonna retire. You know what I mean? So it's like, shucks,
You never
make
really
the
know.
end of the half of the season.
Didn't the
with
Lakers
Melo.
just pick up Boogie Cousins again?
Again?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is the move official?
I don't know. I heard about it. I don't know. I haven't, I didn't get the Woj on it.
8:28 to go in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 102-107.
Yes, sir. Hornets is still in this game.
Yes, very much.
My boy Jalen McDaniels,
numbers?
who I was speaking big on, he hit a 3. He's up to 11 points with 7 rebounds, and that's your small forward over there.
Yeah, he's a good wing, man. He's a good wing.
He auditioned.
Yeah, I like that kid. I don't care what nobody say.
I like him too. I ain't gonna lie. He's solid. He's definitely solid.
I don't know about the PJ Washington dude. Like
PJ Washington gotta go. He don't even got no bounce. Like if he has some bounce, it would have been all right, because then Melo could feed him, and you know what I mean? He don't got no bounce.
Yeah, that dude is straight doo-doo stains. They need to get rid of him, send him somewhere like Houston. That'd be good for him. Let him go over to Houston.
Whew. I don't know him and I mean, if they trade him over there, then I want Kenyon Martin Jr.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing I like about being online and having conversations, because, like, you ever notice the Lakers always come up when they say, yeah, the Lakers need to get this person, that person, you know what I mean? But the crazy thing is that they don't ever look at the other side. Like,
I know
you got to look at both sides. Like, you got to do something that benefits Houston, and Houston is a trash team. So what do they want? You know what I mean? That might be a team that you might be able to get off of Gordon Hayward to, or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, hey, bring somebody over here who's, you know what I mean, who could maybe bring some leadership. I don't think that Plumlee's really the issue, Flight. I mean, I thought that
Mason Plumlee just got a big dime.
Yeah, I like Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee's serviceable. I think that Mason Plumlee gets a bad rap because I think that people think like Mason Plumlee is, because remember, I think like last year, the year before that, they were trying to make him a starter. I don't think that Mason Plumlee is necessarily a starter, but I don't think that he's like a bum. I just got finished watching Mason Plumlee grab like 16 boards the other night.
And all due respect, Mason Plumlee led the Hornets last season in rebounds. So I mean, Melo was second, but you know what I mean? He definitely led them in rebounds.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, you're gonna need somebody to grab some boards, so I'm cool with that. He might not be the shot blocker. He might not be the ultimate big, but I think that he's serviceable for sure. LaMelo's up to 12 assists.
He beat my Bill Lamelo.
He ain't nowhere near as good as Bill Lambier. Don't disrespect that man.
Bill Lambier. Shout
He's
out
modern
to
Bill Lambier.
104-108. We got LaMelo Ball coming down half court, 7:27 to go. He dumps it off to PJ Washington. He got DSJ was found in the corner. Got Quiz.
No, I was just gonna say my man McDaniel got a block. You know what I mean? In his last couple of minutes too, man. The dudes that I like on this squad is doing something. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. This is closing down the stretch. Melo has 17 points. I think that Melo's going to need to start putting some points up on the board soon if they want a chance to win this one.
Agreed.
He's not shooting. He's 7 for 17. So he's not terribly efficient, but he's not a rock bottom. This isn't, his worst efficient game. Plus, he's only got one turnover for the people who one of my issues with Melo was always because he's a young player and they just kind of can be loosey-goosey and turn the ball over. Today, he's having a good game. He's not turning the ball over. He might not be, super efficient, but he's finding other ways to contribute to his team, as you can see reflected by these assists. So even though he may only have, 17 points and he may only be shooting about 40%, you know what I mean? He's not turning the ball over and he's helping putting people in position to get their buckets. And this is in competitive basketball because this is actually really still a game over here. He just hit another 3, y'all. He just hit another 3. Melo's up to 20. He must have heard me speaking.
Yeah, I got DSJ just missed him. You might be a little faster than me.
All right.
I'm at 107, 108. Where you at? I'm at 617.
Yeah, 107, 108 right now. You probably just about to see the play now. Yeah, it's a 1-point game right now. Melo is 8 for 18, y'all. He's at 41%.
I got OG just hit a 3.
I like OG.
OG is nice. And a newbie.
Yeah, and a newbie. He ain't bad.
Yeah.
So this is a nice night. Melo could get up to. There's still 6 minutes and change in this game. It's competitive basketball right now. I like this. These are the situations I need to see Melo in. These are the type of situations he needs more experience being in. Playing winning basketball, meaningful games. Even though this might not be a super meaningful game for them because they're in the
OG with another 3. OG is
are they on the road though? They on the road?
Yeah, the Raptors rolling.
Yeah, they're playing in Toronto.
Nice. That plays a good factor as well. Good to see how you play on the road.
They got back-to-back games in Toronto.
Melo's going to need to drop at least 27 in this game, I feel, if they want to win.
27?
Which means that he's got 20 now, and there's 5 minutes and 28 seconds. What do I mean by that? At the end of the game, if it's close, they're going to come a couple of situations where he may be fouled, have to go to the free throw line, get a couple of free buckets. But he's probably going to need to drop a couple of more buckets to put them over the top. He's going to have to put his fingerprint on this one, y'all.
We got PJ trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Dumpster juice. It's 114, 107. Toronto's up.
Yeah.
Melo, please stop passing the ball to PJ. Make better decisions.
Quick deferring.
This is a good one, though. This is a good one.
There's no Lamelo playing all right, though.
Yeah, he's doing his thing out there. I want to see him pull this one out. They're down by 7 points. Damn. They're down by 10 now.
Yeah, it's a good
Dang,
game.
on. Them Raptors is opening up from 3, man. They waking up out there from the line.
Yeah, man. So what's going on around the league, though, Quiz?
I haven't really been looking around the league. I've been trying to follow my man Melo, but let's take a look. You got Miami is losing to OKC with a bunch of time in the fourth. My man Jimmy Butler has 28 points and counting. 2 blocks, 4 steals. Jimmy Butler is doing Jimmy Butler stuff. Let's see what else we got going on out here. Utah and Cleveland just got underway. Utah is up 25-22.
Wait, Utah and Cleveland. That's a good game. That's a right. What's going on over there?
Yeah,
That's in Utah.
that's going to be a good one. I'm not sure. We had the
I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna tap in.
Mollywop the Pistons earlier, 147 to 116. Joel Embiid at 36 and 11. Stop playing with that man, Joel Embiid. That man is a beast. They're playing in Utah in that Utah Cleveland game.
Nice. Donovan Mitchell back in Utah.
Yo, are we gonna? Is anybody gonna mention this dude Laurie Marketing this year? Like this is different this year.
I like what he did to the Bulls too, because the Bulls had him first.
He had Dunk of the Week on NBA TV, and I'm telling you, that was nasty. Number one dunk of the week, and there was some fire dunks this week in the NBA. If y'all don't know, but Laurie Marketing definitely had the nastiest one. Somebody tried to put my man LeBron on a poster bad this week too.
Well,
I think it was.
As you say, Marketing is leading the right now the Jazz with 6 points, and Donovan Mitchell is leading the Cavs. Leading the Cavs with 12 points.
Yeah.
And Utah is up 25-22.
Well, fellas, I hate to dip out, but maybe I'll go back on later. I have some other stuff I need to take care of here for the minute.
All right, Chris.
Catching up with y'all, chatting up on y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hop into the chat. Shout out to the panel and shout out to the chat. Catch up with you guys later.
Salute.
Salute. So what the kicks out, Blaze, on Next Best Sneakers you kind of.
Man, I just heard about
this game too, y'all.
Yeah, I heard about them. They dropping the Rick and Morty's too.
For real?
I heard. That's what my man told me when I went to work today. I'm like, what? I gotta tap in with that.
Man, I gotta see what's going on. Yeah.
Rick and Morty's MB2. So I'm like, what? Let me see what's up with those.
That's what it said. It's 107, 122. What'd you say?
It is a real thing. Hold on. It's set to release in 2023. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Flight, this is dope. The two different colorways. Oh, this is fire.
Oh, you see it?
Oh, yeah. This is fire, Flight.
I'm gonna look at it.
Oh, no, Flight. This is off. Wait. We gotta find a date. What's going on with this? Release in 2023. That's all they saying. They don't got a date, though. Yeah. Oh, the box itself. Oh, yeah. This is a must cop. Oh, my gosh. This is a Flight. Yeah, this is a must cop, Flight. Yeah. I got to be on this one. I got to find out when they drop in. As soon as we get a date on those, we need those. I wonder if they're gonna come drop around because the Rick and Morty's dropped All-Star Weekend. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
107, 122.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So hopefully we're looking around that time. If that's the case, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, 109, 122, everybody that's watching. Everybody hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, already know what it is. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in with us.
Thanks, man.
All right. Bar City was good. You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You not supporting your squad?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be playing 2K.
I'm over here playing 2K. You gotta support the squad, man. Hornets is down right now, man.
What you on Xbox?
Yeah, I'm on 360. I mean, yeah, Xbox One. Hell, I'm saying 360 for. Yeah, I'm
Which
on
two
the
you
Xbox.
playing the new 2K?
Yeah.
Should I? You need to take my tag.
Okay.
I don't really be playing the game like that though, but I got it though. Melo with an alley
Yeah,
oop
I'm
to
playing
plumb
the
me.
Hornets right now.
Yeah, I'm better with the Bulls with Lonzo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only play with the Hornets, man. I don't play with nobody else on 2K.
Wow.
That's
It's
tough.
hard for me. It's hard for me to play with Melo on 2K for whatever reason.
Nah, it's easy, man. Just find out how to shoot with it.
Huh?
Actually,
I said,
Charlotte is pretty on
once you get
shooting
his
team, man.
shot down, it's lit.
Yeah, once you figure out the pattern, the shot, you good.
Yeah, once you figure his shot out, he's lit.
Yeah, 111, 123.
2:47 left. Yo, Flight, you ever had yogurt with the with cereal with some fruity pebbles?
Nah.
Bro,
What's that about?
bro, you gotta get the Greek vanilla yogurt. Get the fruity pebbles. Remember I told you that. Tap in. Go hard. It's like the best snack you can ever have on late night. It's healthy too. Respectfully. I try to run away from the milk.
Right. Melo just hit 2 free throws, 113, 123, 215 to go in the fourth quarter.
Still got a chance.
I like the fact that they playing that Melo's getting these minutes, you know.
Yeah. There's some good minutes.
Getting some good minutes tonight.
Yeah, 113, 123. Yeah, good game, yeah. He said they still got a chance.
Yeah, they still got a chance.
That's over.
Oh man.
They need a lot to go wrong.
You got a lot to go wrong. They got 10. They down 10, right?
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. They can't get the rebound.
I'm looking forward towards next year, man, when Miles come back.
Oh, Melo. Up and under. Oh, we had a good game. 118. The Hornets did win a game in this building before on the heroic shit. It was I forgot his name, but Kemba was there. Trent Jr. just hit it through the game as a wrap.
Yeah, 113 still.
Hornets just figuring out what they're gonna do with it. You got Rozier.
Yeah.
Rozier just hit a mid-range fade. Terry got 30.
Melo got 22, 14.
He got 24.
Melo got 24. Nice.
Yeah. He got time for another possession. Yeah, they playing good out there. People rocking with Melo up there in Charlotte.
Toronto.
I'm trying to see if there's any Hornets fans in the building.
Oh yeah, we in the house.
Yeah, Hornets fans be scarce, especially up there. They done challenged the play.
That's it for the night. It's the L.
Again, game over, and they challenging the play. It's
Hey, cool.
it's prolonged and shit. Shit. What you got going on today, Belize?
Man, just cooling out, man. Probably gonna, call it a night in a little bit.
Yeah,
Get to
you
it.
good.
Yeah. I was just trying to see how this Hornets played out, man. Hornets out here playing, bad basketball. But I would say, man, Terry Rozier out here doing his thing, man. I hope they really take in consideration and moving him for the better, so he could, help another team, make that push. But other than that, man, it'll be interesting to see the direction they go.
You're right, Believe. He's a good player, but he don't need to be in Charlotte, man. He needs to
Yeah.
age now, stays. He needs to be in a contending team. Hornets need to move forward. Everything needs to be young. Get rid of all those Borrego players, even from the G League.
And just,
So,
yeah, like just turn them into a nice, because they got good pieces they got going on, man. Like you were saying, like I don't see why JC Thor really get minutes, like respectfully, like. But I understand he pays his way in the G League. He did 2 seasons in the G League, so now I get it. So cool. Kelly Oubre's out, so I get that. Mark Williams only getting 15 minutes. I mean, 15 minutes, he gave you 4 rebounds, and he also gave you 4 points, But then you got your boy over there, PJ Washington, giving you 30. You gave you 32 minutes, but all he gave you was 13 points. He, like, his minutes need to be cut.
He
Mark Williams
started
needs
off
some of that
good.
minutes. But I mean, Mark Williams needs the minutes though, man. Like, you see the chemistry between Mark Williams and Melo already. You know what I mean? We need to see more of that. That's what my opinion. I mean, you drafted him, so you know what I mean. I just don't want it to be another book night situation with Mark Williams.
He's showing some flashes now.
Yeah, and PJ Washington is not, respectfully.
You don't like PJ?
Nah, man. I think PJ got to go too, man. I think he's just holding up a spot that's like that we could use for growth. Because even with Kai Jones could use those minutes too. Mark Williams and Kai Jones. I think those two is replaceable for PJ Washington minutes. I think PJ needs to go to another team where he could develop, because Charlotte's not doing him any service neither. Now that John Collins is available, I think that could be a nice setup for him, to probably go out there to Atlanta. Huh?
How much he gonna cost?
Maybe some picks. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give up your first round pick this year. I would probably look into giving up a 2024 pick, along with PJ Washington and Book Night, if they want that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully to Book Night, but Book Night gotta go develop somewhere else too. Cause we clearly don't, you know what I mean? He's not, we're not using him, so let them go to another organization and let's see if, you know what I mean? He could be serviceable there. I mean, I could see him probably playing backup for Trae Young and Murray over there, right? I mean,
But does he want to come play in Charlotte? You see this basketball that Charlotte's putting out. We putting out a bad brand of basketball, man. And even though we got a true point guard, but even though who really wants to come play with Lamelo right now after the brand bad basketball that we putting out?
I mean, that's the thing. I think any young player or any real player will want to come and play with Lamelo right now. The thing about it is would Jordan go out and take that jump, or Mitch or whoever got to make that call or whatever it is. But I feel like it's on them. I mean, I feel like players would like to play with Lamelo. I mean, they know their brand will go up with playing with him. I mean, that's clear as
Right.
day. That's clear as day. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, you know, you're playing for Michael Jordan, right? Because Michael Jordan is, you know what I mean? So players will take
Right.
that in consideration. Like that should be, you know what I mean? So I think they have pitches, but I mean, I don't know if they willing to go out and pay these players though. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they willing to invest and say, you know what? Because like we know, Charlotte never been in luxury tax. You know what I'm saying? Will they willing to, you know what I mean, break that bank to say, you know what, let's go, you know? But it wouldn't make too much sense to go hard now. But I say if you could get a John Collins now, I mean, I think you should probably jump on that.
I want Mo Bamba.
I mean, yeah, Mobamba sound good. I mean, I wanted Mobamba from from the earlier the season, but it's up to Orlando. Or is he available? Or are they trying to get rid of him? You know.
I think he made a sign last year. If I'm mistaken.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean they dropped the ball. That's what I'm saying. Charlotte wasn't paying attention. They could have grabbed him and still kept humbly, but they got to get rid of
Mm-hmm.
that PJ Washington man, because that position is just is holding up the spot.
Is he up for contract this year?
I believe so. I think his
Well,
contract
he
is up
gone.
this season. I think his contract is up this season. I think he's up for yeah, it's gonna be his fourth season.
But he auditioning now. Yeah, man, Dennis Smith Jr. He gonna be them two in McDaniels. They're gonna be in a package together for somebody that's decent. Probably like you say, you already speaking Jay Crowder to existence, man. It
Yeah.
might be happening. Like I say, Dennis Smith, Washington, and McDaniels. They're gonna be packaged for somebody decent next year.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like if you could get a Crowder on this team now, Crowder's a solid player and he does that. You know what I mean? He gets them corner shots in. He gonna do exactly what he got to do to continue on. So
I'll send them three down to Miami and get Duncan Robinson.
yeah, Duncan Robinson is it. Duncan Robinson is it. So yeah, he still actually is on his rookie extension. So he's gonna be on the team next season as well. And then if y'all don't sign him, then he's gonna be a restricted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's gonna be around for a little while, man.
The Hornets took a big time out, man. This was good. This could have been a good one for him. Better luck next time. I mean, let me check my numbers.
Hey, believe them Knicks is doing pretty good this year, boy.
Yeah, man.
I called it.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
trying
said
to
that.
stay. I'm just trying to stay above water with them Knicks, man, because they could break my heart in any minute.
They
So
taking a turnaround. It's been a long time.
yeah, it
For
has.
real.
I still don't.
I
I still don't
respect it.
believe in. I still don't believe in our Julius Randle
How
like
many
that.
points did Melo had? 24?
Huh?
Yeah,
24. He had 24, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wanted, man. Nobody wanted Bezos goes to the house. You had, I'm gonna tell all the people who they said. CWE had 27 for Melo. Gina had 26. Rap God had 22. Philip had 44. Ernest had 40. I had, that's what I'm saying. Is this was Dex had 19. And I had 29. So just missed it. 24 points for Melo.
Well, we talking trade. Were they talking trade rumors with Cam Reddish? What's going on outside?
What about Cam Reddish?
They talking about trading him to the Blazers. What's going on outside?
Who for that sharp boy?
Cam Reddish. Let me see what's going on. They talking about 3-way trade with the Lakers, Miles Turner. Patrick Beverly. All these trade rumors going around. It's about that time, though. Should be interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Knicks gonna do their thing. But what's the name? Put up? Didn't he put up a 40 piece?
Yeah,
Brunson.
44 last night.
Yeah,
Against the
Brunson been
Bucks.
cooking. I like how he fitting with RJ and the crew. The Knicks gonna be a problem,
They're gonna
especially.
play the Pacers tomorrow, so that should be interesting.
That gonna be a problem, man. Dang.
Yeah, that should not make no sense. That shit is just straight absurd to me. You know,
How's Portland doing?
Portland?
Yeah.
Portland is they play right now actually.
Okay.
Let me see.
I gotta check in with
Shout out Basil with your generosity. We got a lot of shit going on, you know, with the game. That's crazy. Yeah. Somebody said 9:44 is crazy. So I missed by 2. Yeah, definitely. Rap guy missed by 2 too. A couple of y'all missed by 2. That's crazy. Nobody can hit it on the money. That'd been perfect. But better luck next time. That's a little easier for some people, I guess. Every now and then we got to do points. It's hard to do stats, a full stat line.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
kind
we
of
gotta switch it up though and see how much we get them assists right too.
Yeah. You got to predict the assists.
The rebounds on them.
Yeah. You'll probably do one thing at a time. Nobody can win. But this was the closest it's been. Somebody actually almost won. I had everybody pitch up here, or at least everybody official. They know their numbers. Because I had everybody shit. Made sure we did that. Shit is crazy.
Man, the Knicks just want 2 second-round picks for Cam Reddish, man. That's real crazy, man. Like, man, they didn't really even give Reddish a chance in New York.
Yeah.
I don't really like what Tibbs did.
A lot of money?
Huh?
Is it costing the Knicks a lot of money?
Well, not really. Well, the thing about it is this extension. Like, he's going to be a restricted free agent this year. So, you know, either they're gonna have to pay him or they're gonna have to match whatever, you know what I mean? So, I guess it'll be smart to get rid of him on that note, especially if you don't plan on matching any other contract or plan on paying him. So, you want to get rid of him and let But they want 2 second-round picks, so I mean that's kind of crazy though. Like,
so basically, him and PJ Washington in the same boat.
Kind of, sort of. Shit, I'll take a PJ Washington for Cam Reddish right now if that's the case.
I was just getting ready to ask you, who would you rather have right now, even though you don't like it.
Man, I'd do that trade. What?
So you'll put him in a Knick uniform right now?
I'll get PJ Washington in New York right now.
Well,
you can have Cam
anybody gonna try to play for me. I'm trying to win.
And then the crazy thing is Cam Reddish and Lamelo probably will play good together. Cam Reddish used to get busy.
Listen, I mean that's a guy they need to look at.
Because that's a wing. That's a wing guy. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of potential.
Yeah, he could play. You know what I mean? He played. He played with Zion and RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? That you can't overlook that part. Like, he definitely was a factor on that team. At Duke. So, and he's in North Carolina. He played in North Carolina basically. So
I don't like Duke fan. Duke fan be soft. Except for Zion. He's the only real hood Duke fan. I don't know they came out of Duke.
Nah. Don't do that. Kyrie Irving too. Chill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I ain't talking about Kyrie. He'll never left. Grant Hill. Man, back in my day, man, I'm gonna tell you what made me hate Duke. Man, Christian Laettner made me sick. That's all he's talking about. Christian Laettner. Man, he made me hate Duke. He's the real reason why I hate Duke. Man, look, man, they were so happy that during Michigan lost, man. Lost to Christian Laettner, man. Man, that was one of the biggest college write-offs, man, back since it's been out, man. The Fab Five, them boy couldn't stop Chris Webber, no, man. Them boy was so glad the Fab Five had lost to Duke.
Yeah.
Just imagine the boy would have beat Duke now, man.
That would have been so gangster, man.
Man, yeah.
Man, what you call it? Somebody Joker just broke Jalen Rose record.
He did?
Yeah.
For what?
For 15 for having 15 assists and making all the field goals.
Wow.
Making all the field goals.
Shout out to the Joker. I mean, how good you think the Joker is?
I think he's really good and underrated, you know what I mean, to some. But you know what I mean? I know the NBA sees it, but I think a lot of people really overlook his game. He does everything. Like, he's one of the unicorns as well. Like, you know, he passes, he shoots, he's tough, he's a big body, he gets in the paint. So with his team, you know, it's just they just need to get all healthy, bro. Because now with Maury back, and then, you know what I mean, they got Aaron Gordon now over there. They just got to get all healthy, and they gonna make a real run. I could see them winning some rings in Denver.
I think Denver chance when they had got beat by Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis made that mama shot, I bet they broke Denver back. I don't think Jokic ain't gonna get no championship with them.
Nah, Jokic gonna get one with them, man. He gonna be like he could end up being like a Dirk. Just get one, and that one just mean everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Tracy Murray was a key piece to their success, man. And if he don't come back to the form that he was when they was in that playoff,
Jamal Murray
Jokic ain't gonna win no championship with Denver, man. Tracy Murray is the key piece.
You know,
especially that pick and roll.
That's another one. That's another team that I would say, you know what, I wouldn't mind him doing that too. Carmelo going over to Denver and say make that final run over there. Because with that team right there, he could help them too. Like, you know, just spread the floor, get the little shot down, and he could help, you know, Aaron Gordon and get his mind right. But me personally, I think New York would be a better fit for him because his son is out here too. Like, his son played high school out here in New York, you know, and his son already committed to Syracuse. So, you know, we could see that going, and I would love to see, you know, him just running up like how LeBron just running up in LA right now. Melo could just run it up. If LaMelo, I mean, I said not LaMelo. If Carmelo is like willing to just be a role player for the Knicks,
right,
for like the next couple seasons, I think that would be beautiful. He could just end. He could probably do a solid 3 more years just being a role player on the Knicks.
Yep. Be that motivator for the young boy that's coming up in New York.
Yeah, cause and he could do it. Like, you know what I mean? He could motivate Obi, Julius Randle, like, and then he could still play. Like, you see how like Udonis Haslem is on Miami Heats. Like, come on, Melo could do all that. Like,
a lot of people's knocking Jalen Brunson contract, man. I believe y'all made a good decision by getting that man. He played good defense and he got some heart.
And that, you know, and that's what I say too. Like,
he got heart.
And you know what? I'll say
he got heart.
One of them. I was one of them who knocked it too, because of the fact that it was like the year before, I felt like they could have went and gave that $100 million to Lonzo. You feel me? But who knows? You know what I mean? But, you know, you can't live in the past. Can't, you know, cry over spilt milk. So with Brunson,
the reason why y'all winning now.
With Brunson, though, for me, it was like, dang, this is another lefty, though. Meaning they're going to have 3 lefties over there, like him, RJ, and Julius. Like, so it's like,
right,
man, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't like what's going on over there. But Brunson, he brings that New York heart. He brings
that's what I'm trying to say.
He brings all of that. So
I
could appreciate that. You know who he remind me of a little bit, though? He remind me of like Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
When Mark Jackson was playing with the Knicks, that's the vibe he give me, and I could appreciate that as a basketball fan, like in a, you know what I mean, a New Yorker basketball lover. Yeah, I could appreciate what he brings to the table.
I'm from the South, man. I put it like this. If you
Yep.
Sounds
You muted
like,
out.
I don't know what happened. He sounded like he was about to get into his the way he be eating and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Talking about I'm from the South. Well, from New York, he be getting them bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. All kinds of
about
shit.
it. It might be it right there then, Flight. You gonna call it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Appreciate you, Blaze. We're getting
You
up
already
out.
know, Flight.
Everybody hit that like button. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.